have been. I am ready for the NBA season. I cannot wait for the NBA season. I have watched Summer League, so good job by the Miami Heat finishing up Summer League and getting things done. Kasparas Yakuchonis didn't play yesterday. It shows you how much the Heat are invested into this Summer League and getting it going. Oh, my goodness. It has been one of those times in and around the sports world, and we're just trying to figure it all out as we go. Oh, yeah, by the way, Damian Lillard, I still stand by this statement. I'm wearing my Dame Lillard jersey today, his retro version of the Portland Trailblazers. Should have never left, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. Probably would have won a championship, though, if he made it here to Miami, because he had Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. Yeah, he might have had a chance. But Damian Lillard going back to where he should have never left, which is the Portland Trailblazers. Don't want to be part of a rebuild. Gets hurt. I want to come home. We'll pay you. That's all good. But, man, just to think, if we could have gotten him on a 2-year loan here in South Florida, what it could have meant. Maybe you agree with me, Vlad. Maybe you don't. Do you think that he could have at least won an Eastern Conference championship if they would have gotten Damian Lillard and kept Jimmy Butler, of course, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, that kind of core right there? Maybe, maybe not.
Now, in this current Eastern Conference, probably.
Oh, not before?
Would have had a much better chance.
Oh, yeah, much. I think Eastern Conference Finals is reasonable. Now, championship, that can go any way, but that's a lot of power. Eric Spoelstra.
Playoff Jimmy.
Playoff Jimmy. Jimmy totally bought in. Of course, Damian Lillard would have been completely happy. Man, Joe Cronin comes out looking really like a genius in this whole thing. As much as we hate him here in South Florida, Vlad, he got everything he wanted and more.
He got Drew. He got Drew back.
He got Drew back. He got Drew and Dame back. He basically.
That's a win-win.
That's like lack of a better term, lending your girl out for a little while, then she comes back, But like, dude, so
like a throuple.
So Joe Cronin, first of all, we hate him down here in South Florida. He ruined us, and we could have won another championship with Damian Lillard. Let's get that out of the way. Joe Cronin, though, goes in and endears himself to the fan base by not being taken by Pat Riley and the big city slickers, stands up for the little organization, the little team that could, lets Dame go, gets Drew back, gets Dame back. He seems like he did a pretty good job right there. Let's give Joe.
And he got Scoot.
He wanted Scoot. I mean, whatever that's worth, for better or for worse. Let's give Joe Cronin a little bit of credit. I mean, credit where credit's due. Still, though, he cost us a championship. I'm going to stand by that one. Can we stand by that? What are the chances that, okay, first of all, Vlad, and we're going to go with Zach. What are the chances the Heat would have won an Eastern Conference championship percentage-wise and an NBA championship percentage-wise? Vlad, I'm going to go 89% chance Eastern. NBA championship, of course, I'm playing their end result. I would say 65%. What would you say, Vlad?
What are we talking about? So, wait, we're talking Eastern about Conference, a trade that would have happened last year, right?
Yeah. 2 years ago, basically.
23 into 24 season.
Right.
Nobody was beating that Boston Celtics team.
Maybe you have to get rid of Tyler Hero, though. So maybe Tyler Hero wouldn't be here.
You're not beating that Boston Celtics team.
Oh, yeah, man. Dame time, bro.
You're not beating that Boston Celtics team.
I'm going to point to my wrist again. Okay.
Now, getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, who did Boston
come on. You got to I give him like 95%.
Yeah, I think you probably would have been Boston's opponent in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You're saying all of the bets winners, by the way, in case you're wondering, maybe, he just had an inkling. Oh, no, all 30 of them hit. The percentage of betting 30 unders and hitting all 30, Vlad, I don't need the percentage because it's so microscopic. Oh, but that's not where it ends, Vlad. That game, Terry Rozier only played 10 minutes, so of course the under said due to quote-unquote foot soreness. At least 6 other sports books in multiple states have cited suspicious betting on Rozier that day. There's got to be a way the Miami Heat can get out of that contract. Vlad, you're not a lawyer. I understand that. You didn't finish law school. You and Kim Kardashian. But even not as a lawyer, there's got to be some way to get out of this contract for the Heat, man. No? What? Okay, let's go with the percentage. That's the rule of the day. We're going percentage-wise. What's the percentage Terry Rozier gets out of this scot-free? Zach, I'm going to go with your expertise. I know you're not a lawyer also.
How could he possibly get out? 25%?
25%?
Is it more? I don't
Terry's
know.
calling you up right now. I want you to be his lawyer. Oh, when I say scot-free, his career is over, man. Even if he is innocent and maybe someone in his camp, nobody's touching that terrible play that he's or lack of play that he's had for the Heat. And now this 30 bets, Vlad, before 9:30 in the morning in Biloxi, Mississippi, which is the shadiest gambling town. I've never been to Atlantic City, so I'll take that back. I've been to Biloxi. Woo! That's the redneck Riviera, if there ever was someplace. He went to a kiosk to place the bets. He couldn't even face a person because he knew that they might not take it. I'll be honest, they probably wouldn't have taken this guy's 30 under bets on Terry Rozier.
And it was in the span of 46 minutes, I saw as well. 30 bets in 46 minutes and at a kiosk before the book opened.
He couldn't face a guy because I literally think the book would not have taken the bets. They wouldn't have taken the bets. That's why he went to a kiosk. Vlad, are you not as astounded by this as I am? You seem to be very just pedestrian on this. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Man, 30 unders. And they all hit. Like, at first I was like, okay, well, maybe he hit on like 21 of them, all 30. All 30. I can't believe it. Let's talk about the positive. Okay, Terry Rozier, like, I don't even know what to say. Is there any encouraging things I could possibly even say to Terry Rozier? Like, once again, I'll play the other devil's advocate side. Maybe someone in his camp told bettors and they're like, he's really, really hurt and he's going to try to play, but I don't expect him to play. Maybe Terry Rozier is innocent, but man, that does not look good. What does look good is Kyle Stowers. He's our all-star, and he's playing like an all-star. Hit a walk-off home run last night as the Marlins defeated the Royals 8-7. Zach was in the house. Kyle Stowers, awesome. Sandy Alcantra?
Not so much.
Really?
I think he let up 4 runs in total.
Yeah, 4 and 6 innings.
And his first 3 innings, he was scoreless, but they were hitting the ball hard. They were loud outs. That's what they call them. Hard line drives. Right. And in the 4th inning, per usual, he collapsed. He let up a 3-run home run to a guy who had like a 120 batting average, who had never hit one. And he hit a second in that game as well.
So, Vlad, I know you're wearing your Yankees hat today. Let's put together a deal for Sandy, guy. We'll take some of your prospects and send Sandy over there to the Bronx. See what happens there. No, I'm not saying. No. We like prospects and draft picks. At the beginning of the season, Vlad really wanted Sandy. This point of the season, before the All-Star break, he kind of wanted to. Oh, you still do? Okay. Well, let's work out a deal. We'll get Peter Bendix on the line. Does anybody have Peter Bendix's number? Or Peter, if you're listening right now, 305-567-0560. It'll show up on the caller ID. We'll answer your phone call. In fact, we'll always answer your phone call, Peter Bendix. You've done a great job this year. Seriously, we're the only show that didn't quote unquote call you out. We said, hey, we're going to give you time to cook. So, just keep that in mind as this team nears 500, as a team that was expected to win maybe like 40 games this year. So they face the Royals again today at 4:10. Bad news, though. Connor Norby, another one of our supposed best players on the team, out 6 to 8 weeks following wrist surgery. Going to get into this later in the show, too. Randy Moss, talking to the Sun Sentinel, by the way. He says Tyreek Hill is in no way near the talks of all-time great receivers. In fact, he just puts him in the top 5 of NFL receivers today. When asked who is the greatest receiver of all time, he said politically, the answer, Jerry Rice. We did. No, you talked about it on Tobin and Leroy show, which I listened to you guys talk about because it was breaking news. That was on Thursday. Yeah. Your moonlighting is starting to hurt my feelings. No, I'm joking. No, you talked about it on Tobin and Leroy because that's where I got the story from. And then I was like, oh, let me go look up this story. It was on like Thursday. And then Randy Moss said, real football talk. It's himself. I don't know where you stand on that. We'll discuss it. I know Tobin and Leroy have already talked about it, but I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I haven't formed my opinion yet. We talk about like Terry Rozier, my heart and my wallet. Where's my heart and where's my wallet? I think I'm kind of standing next to Randy Moss on that. Like, if I'm a betting man. Yo, dude, I'm gonna give you. Yeah. Like, Vlad, I give you some insight. I'm gonna be like, yo, just don't be stupid with it, man. Like, go ahead, place a big bet on one thing, dude. And like I said, Vlad, is it now? You're more of a gambler than I am. Did he go to the kiosk before the book was open because maybe the guy or girl at the window wouldn't take 30 unders on the same player in a meaningless Charlotte Hornets New Orleans Pelicans game? Come on, man. That's just nasty, man. He did it at 9:30 in the morning within 46 minutes of each other, all 30 bets. So basically he went from bet to bet to bet to bet to bet at a kiosk, not in front of a person because the book wasn't open yet. No, 30 unders. I don't know how you can even get 30 unders on a player in a game, but he found a way to bet 30 unders. Rebounds, assists, minutes, everything. Yeah, basically every under he could take, he took. And he hit all 30 of them. Terry Rozier played 10 minutes in that game because he had foot soreness. Dude. And like I said, the only bail I can shoot Terry Rozier is that someone in his camp, our family, our teammate, our friend knew he was really hurt. And Terry might have been like, they're going to make me play, but I ain't going to do much tonight. I'm just going to go out there and give it a shot. Maybe, but even at that, that's 30 bets. The wagers were between, like, I think he made, what did he make? $13,000 off the wagers altogether. He didn't want to be too suspicious. So he didn't bet the whole, but he made like $13,000 off the bets. I mean, not looking good. Now, the NBA has cleared Terry Rozier. Now, the feds have not, which is probably a bigger worry for Terry Rozier. I mean, the Heat have to find a way to be like, dude, we got to avoid this contract. For multiple reasons. The Heat should probably try to find a way to avoid. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We want to be clean. Pontius Pilate, wash my hands of this thing. Like, we don't want to pay you. We don't want anything. Just leave the facility or never come back. Are any Heat fans stepping up for Terry Rozier right now and be like, hold up, no, hold up. This is coincidence. We need him on this team. Because he didn't play last year really hard. Look, I'm sorry if I'm piling on, but Vlad, 30 bets in 46 minutes at a Biloxi kiosk. At a kiosk. He wouldn't even go to a real person because a real person wouldn't take the bets. That's basically what he was at a kiosk. 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, do something. Yeah. Or say like my phone messed up and I accident. Yeah. My kid. Yeah. Yeah, the kiosks don't mess up. Yeah. Just say my kid jumped on the computer. My kid was playing on the phone. Anything. Right. Yeah. 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 But this dude's just out loud and about in Biloxi, Mississippi, of all places. Now, I guess the only other bail you can shoot is Biloxi's not far from New Orleans. And I mean, this is the thing. It was on a Charlotte Hornets, New Orleans Pelicans game. Vlad, I'm a huge Pelicans fan, and I sometimes skip Hornets Pelicans. I can't do this anymore. Dolphins and Jonas Savvy and I have agreed to a 4-year fully guaranteed contract. It's weird, yeah. But all of a sudden, these guys are getting fully guaranteed contracts. Some of these second and third round guys. So more power to them, I guess. Samorian Wingo has committed to the U. The 4-star prep star chose Miami over Florida and South Carolina. So guy out of St. Augustine, staying here in South Florida, winning the state of South Florida, winning the state of Florida. That's very good right there. This guy's got me excited. Pause. Top 75 recruit Marcus Ponder listed Miami as one of his top 7 schools he's considering playing basketball for next year. The Springfield, Virginia native, Vlad, he's 7 foot tall, 330 pounds. This guy is a monster, and he's 17 years old. Now, just imagine. Let's say, a starting sophomore for your varsity team. You're 6'3", and this 7 foot 330 pound guy posts you up. It's like, and this foul me out the game. The 7 foot 330 pound guy posts you up. It's like, just foul me out the game, dude. Just foul me out the game. You guys in Indiana could probably use him too. Top 75 players. You guys in Indiana could probably use him too. They did beat the Bucks 93-92. Former FAU
they did beat the Bucks 93-92.
Team with 18 player Vlad Golden led team with 18 points. Casper did not play.
Only one Vlad.
It's Vladder Day.
Yeah, okay, so you say his full
name. What is his full name? What is his full name? Because I don't know. Vladislav Golden. Is anybody starting that train? Is anybody starting that train? He's next. Great player. Vladislav Golden. I'm not going to mention his name anymore today. Reports are that Matthew Tkachuk may need surgery for a number of injuries. He could keep him sidelined all the way till Christmas. And to give you a little bit of foresight. The season begins October 7th. A lot of people are upset about game number 1. It is going to be the Florida Panthers versus the Chicago Blackhawks. It is going to be at Emirates Bank Arena. It is going to be on Tuesday, and it is going to be at 5 o'clock. Meaning they're going to raise the banner at around 4:30 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, hold on.
So they're showing the New York Rangers, who didn't make the playoffs, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, who also didn't make the playoffs, at 7 o'clock.
It's a triple header. Yeah. So the Panthers for the Blackhawks at 5 o'clock, lifting the banner on a weekday at 4:30.
All right, Vlad, go ahead. I know you're excited. You will probably be in the house, so kudos to you if you can get up that early. I'm just Vlad, it's going to be an early. Yeah, but hey, you know what? They want to open the season with the champions raising the banner. So you get an early game. You got to take that day off from work for a lot of people. But hey, you know what? That's what fandom's all about. The parade will be more convenient to go to than the actual raising of the banner.
Mm-hmm. All right. I am a Ranger fan, but I love my Panthers as well. There is absolutely no way that the Stanley Cup, two-time defending Stanley Cup champions, have to raise their banner at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon in South Florida. That's absolutely ridiculous. For what? For Sidney Crosby and the Rangers? like Zach just said, 2 teams that didn't even make the playoffs? What are we talking about? They play at 5 p.m. Pittsburgh could freaking go. What they doing in Pittsburgh? Man, they all just whatever in the mines and stuff like that. Get out of here, man. That should have been a 7:30, or even if you want to say 7 p.m. Cool. Let the fans go to work and be able to have time to come home from work, take their kids, and go see the second time the banner being raised up. But no, 5 p.m., which we all know it ain't gonna be no 5 p.m. Probably gonna be a 5:30 puck drop, but still, that's ridiculous. I have a theory on why they want to do that.
I mean, if you're a kid, you love it because you get to miss some school.
They want to go hit Las Olas and hit the elbow room and all of that. That's what they want to do. That's pretty much it.
That's what ESPN wants.
Why 5 p.m.? Why a 5 p.m. start? They didn't do that. They could have done that. They could have done that with Chicago if they want to get those major cities, the major hockey cities. You could have had Detroit or Chicago do a 5 p.m. game. But the Stanley Cup champions got to do 5 p.m. And the other 4 teams, what's the other 2 games? It's Rangers, Pittsburgh, and what is it? Edmonton Golden Knights or Dallas Golden Knights?
I think it was the LA Kings were playing the other game.
Oh, LA Kings
at 10 o'clock.
Against who?
It makes sense.
I don't know how to do that.
Man,
that makes sense.
So why do the
ESPN wants to ESPN wants to have a triple header on opening day, and they want to open the season with the team that ended the season last year and won the championship.
It's the
Colorado
Avalanche
and
and
the
the
LA
LA Kings.
And they want a West Coast game to accommodate the West Coast fans of hockey.
That's cool. That's
You
great.
probably could have swapped out the Rangers Penguins game, though. Made them go at 5 o'clock. But once again, I'm going to put on my business suit. Once again, I'm sleeveless today. If you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, I apologize. I'm going to put on my business suit and say this. Here's the reason we're doing it. 5 o'clock, people are getting off of work on the East Coast. They're watching the Panthers. They're opening the season, raising the banner. We have more viewers for a traditional game like the Rangers and the Penguins on the East Coast, where hockey is huge, at 7. And then we have the West Coast crew that will be watching the Los Angeles, Colorado game. Financially, it makes more sense for us to do that. Sports-wise, it makes no sense. I'm just saying. Okay. Ooh, good news.
Good for you.
Sources say Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson's shoulder is okay. He's been cleared to start camp. Of course, the Dolphins face Colts week 1 in Indianapolis, 7th at 1 o'clock. That's good news for Dolphins fans because I think Anthony Richardson is terrible. He did beat us last year, but once again, we had Tyler Huntley as our quarterback. Oh, was that the infamous game? Vlad, our favorite play from, what's his name? Tim Boyle? Where he threw it and hit the boom mic operator on the last play of the game.
That was Indy.
Yeah, that was it. That was the play where Tim Boyle meaninglessly rolled out and threw it 20 yards behind Tyreek Hill and hit a boom mic operator on the sidelines to the point where Vlad goes to me, did they blow that play dead? I go, no, they didn't blow the play dead. That's literally where Tim Boyle threw the ball. We got this, man. No, Vlad, no, guy, I'm not even joking. Zach, you weren't here. Vlad and I are getting ready to do the postgame show. And he throws that terrible pass. Vlad goes, they blow that play dead? I go, no, I don't.
Yeah, I've never been baffled. It was like one of the few times I've ever been baffled by a play. And we're sitting right now. I'm like,
it half the team.
So I felt like
it was 4th down.
Right. I felt I was confused. So I was like, I asked Dan, I'm like, Dan, did they just blow it?
And we are watching with the sound off because so that does, but even half the team didn't go off the field. Like they were looking around like, no, something must have, no, there's no way he threw it that far out of bounds. That poor boom mic operator, man. He might have dislocated his shoulder or something. Of course, that was a dead duck of a pass, so I guess he had a lot of time to get out of the way. And I want to go rewatch that play again. Oh, we were so confused. Like, wait. Are we about to do a post-game show?
That was crazy.
That was my top 10, one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my life in professional sports, not just football, but nonetheless. Inter Miami, they face the New York Red Bulls tonight at 7:30. There was a time last week where I invited Vlad and Daniel Solana to go to this game, thinking it was at Chase Stadium. I almost had Vlad and Daniel Solana to parking lot with me tonight at around 7.
I wasn't going to
go. Oh my God. I'm buying. And he goes, well, it's in New York. I was like, oh, tough. Speaking of tough, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. It's estimated that the other day in China, they had the world's longest traffic jam. It lasted 12 days and stretched over 100 kilometers. Man, honey, I'll be home in 2 weeks.
I'd have been playing Damian Marley. Traffic jam.
Welcome to Jam Rock, man. Oh, man. The Heat, what are they doing? Maybe, though, I have a scenario where it could be The Last Dance Part 2, not involving Michael Jordan, though.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. That's next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
Click this. Should I have that?
No. game for the Los Angeles Clippers last year. Some people would argue the second best player on that team, Kawhi Leonard, then him, then James Harden, although James Harden still puts up some pretty big numbers. Dwayne Wade, a big fan of Norman Powell, saying that he believes he could take the next step here in Miami and become an all-star. So all-star, that could really help. And then, of course, there's the talk of LeBron James. First things first, let's get this out of the way. I don't think LeBron James is going anywhere. He's not going to leave the Lakers, it seems like, because he likes making movies and doing shows, and he likes the Lake Show, and he's got a pretty decent team around him. They kind of fell short in the playoffs last year. But nonetheless, UD out there on TV, I always find that kind of weird. Like, why is Udonis Haslem have a role with the Heat, but also on TV? It kind of seems weird, and they always have to like warn him, like, oh no, don't say anything, it could be tampering. It's a little weird stuff. Nonetheless, Haslem has gone on record and says, what I will say about LeBron James is two things can be true. LeBron can be looking for the opportunity to put himself in a winning situation, and the Lakers can be looking for an opportunity to put themselves in a winning situation for 4 to 5 years. I think they both have the same goals, just not the same timeline. And for LeBron James, we don't know how much time he has, and rightfully so. You should want to put yourself in a position where you can win a championship and land a plane, okay? So he continues to basically go on that there could be some ways that LeBron James and the Lakers aren't eye to eye on the same timetable. And you're like, okay, this is cool. What's the big payoff? What's really going on here? And then Vlad, he says it. What all Heat fans either dread or dream of. I do know a place where he is welcome, and he will always be welcome. Just to put it out there.
Yeah, Cleveland.
This is the thing. The only way the Heat can land LeBron James reasonably is if they, in the offseason, don't re-sign him next year. Is there any way LeBron James... Now, this is the dream scenario. Now, let me dream a dream that would be unbelievable. LeBron James comes back to the Heat. Last Dance, version 2.0. Not Michael Jordan, but Last Dance. He and Pat Riley shake it out, make a run, win a championship, and right down the road in the Kaseya Center, they both lift the Larry O'Brien trophy, and they both say, this has been a great run. Thank you. Fade to black. One of the greatest sports moments of all time. Glad you're a Knicks fan, and you would die to see that, wouldn't you? You would. Come on. That'd be the greatest inning of all time. Whether you're a LeBron fan, a Pat Riley fan.
LeBron going back to Cleveland?
LeBron coming to Miami, winning a championship, he and Pat Riley holding the Larry O'Brien above their head and going,
wait a minute.
Thank you so much. This has been a great run.
What?
We're done.
What Quentin Tarantino movies you guys are
I'm saying
watching?
It's the greatest ending of all
If it's
time.
going to be the greatest ending, it would be him and his son, LeBron and Bronny, going back to Cleveland and helping them win a championship.
LeBron,
that would be
Riley.
the ultimate.
All three of them retire.
That would be the grand opening, grand closing. Boom. That would be the ultimate story.
I don't know, though. You throw in Pat Riley, though. That's pretty sweet.
And?
Pretty sweet.
What are we talking about?
Name the general manager or the president of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Exactly. Platinum Shorts, right. He's like, this is... So if he had a chance to go back home or go to Miami, what do you think he would do?
Okay, Vlad, you have a chance to go back home or stay here in Miami. Where are you going?
If both are equal, if both teams are equal,
not equal. They're
because we're trying, because one team is better than the other. I'm going to New York.
You can come to Miami. Pat Riley find.
I'm going to New York. Or I'm going to Cleveland. Like, let's be real here.
Where did he win his first 2 championships?
Where did he win his most infamous championship?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Doesn't matter.
Back to Miami.
Back to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. What?
You think the whole world gets stoked up about Cleveland, or you think the whole world gets stoked up about the Miami?
I think the whole world gets stoked up for whatever LeBron James does.
Okay.
Nobody's been stoked up in Miami, as we can see.
So with that being said, he's staying with the Lakers. That's what you're saying.
I've always been saying.
I've always been saying that.
They have nothing to talk about in the summer, so
does anybody think he's really going to leave the Lakers?
Why would he?
Vlad?
No.
You're saying no. Zach? You're saying no.
No chance.
No chance. So he's not coming to Miami. What are the chances Damian Lillard, after this 3-year contract, comes to Miami?
You guys are so desperate. It's like you sound like the Knicks in the early 2000s, like trying to get broke down T-Mac, broke down Stevie franchise. broke down Jalen Rose. Like, you don't want these guys when they're broke down, man.
LeBron's not broke down though.
I'm not saying Bron, but you just saying Dame Lillard. You just saying, listen.
People are saying let him stay in LA. They don't want LeBron James back here because there's a big difference between Bronny and LeBron James.
I mean, who are you giving up?
Nothing, because he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season.
Unless he gets brought out. Now, why would Bron? Yeah, come on, man. Come on. And then here's the other thing. If there is a team he would go to, let's not forget Dallas, where all his friends are.
I mean, he's friends with everybody, though.
Kyrie, AD, J Kidd.
That would be the Nico Harris.
And Cooper Flag.
Nico Harris would skate so free. You talk about Joe Cronin making some good decisions. If Nico Harris were to sign LeBron James and he would get AD, Cooper Flag, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, all those guys, and win a championship, you'd be like, genius.
Genius. Listen, Bron's not going anywhere. Lakers aren't stupid.
So are you saying Nico Harris is a genius?
When he retires, that's a windfall of money. They getting they spent $10 billion. They're gonna get at least $2-3 billion back off just LeBron's retirement. Why would they do that?
Nico Harrison.
Yeah. So what do you call them?
I call him Nico Harris.
No,
I left off the sun.
Well, he got sunned by Rob Pelinka. That's why.
And yeah, so LeBron's not coming. Okay, that's cool. I just thought that'd be a nice dream scenario.
Everybody loves a dream scenario.
I mean, Pat Riley could easily walk away at that point.
You know, we all love him. Hey, listen, I just watched Spider-Man on Stars the other night. We could do a multiverse. We could do that. You know, go get Doctor Strange. We could do it. It ain't gonna happen though in reality.
You gotta be careful with Doctor Strange, Vlad.
It's not happening in reality.
I warned you about Doctor Strange.
What do you mean you warned me about Doctor Strange? He was cool, man. Arrogant doctor.
I don't watch Marvel movies. Yeah, DC. Oh, is it DC? I'm sorry, I don't want to offend.
No, it's a Marvel movie.
Is DC and Marvel equivalent to like other gangs that we might know here in America? I don't want to offend any other.
No,
gangs
we're not. They're not B's and C's. We're not doing that. But it's just a rivalry. It's just if you're either a DC comic fan or you're a Marvel fan.
You can't be both. It's like,
I mean, there are people that are both, but
I understand.
If they just like Marvel now.
One quick question, since we're kind of gotten off the rails of LeBron James coming to win a championship with Pat Riley and both of them retiring at the same time, and maybe Bronny James retiring too.
Why would Bronny James retire?
Because his dad's not there anymore.
You're making absolutely no sense right now.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Name a gang here in Miami.
No.
I don't know any.
Why would I? What am I, a snitch?
I mean, you can name a gang without being a snitch. What? Like you can, I just don't name gangs because I don't know any.
Who's that? That is the most.
So if I say that there's two of the rival gangs in the Los Angeles area are the Bloods and the Crips, that's just stating a fact. That's not me snitching them out.
But why would you? Well, name me a green gang. Why would I want to name you a gang? I want to be knowledgeable. No, it's all right.
I want to be knowledgeable in case I walk into a place.
I'm good.
Okay, well, if I get got,
and you got,
because I wasn't knowledgeable about the street.
What do you mean? You should know where you are.
You better be crying.
You should know where you are.
You need to cry at my funeral because you're kind of partially to blame.
I ain't partially to blame. Nobody told your dumbass to be there.
I should have the right to go where I want to go. I'm not.
Hey, somebody gives you an address. That's why they got Google Maps. What the hell's wrong with you?
I like how you explain it. Someone gives you an address.
Put that thing on Google. You got Waze. You got Apple Maps. You look for it. Dumbass.
Oh man. No one wants. Oh no, somebody did jump in and throw a couple names out there. Oh no, I can't read these names.
So then why are you asking? Like, that was such a Karen move right there, man. Make me snitch on myself.
You're not snitching.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's not snitching.
That was such right.
They got guys and girls who have their gang name tattooed on their body.
That's on them. Let them write whatever evidence they need to on themselves. Don't ask me to snitch on people's.
Stuck my own.
You know?
Is there a difference between a crew and a gang?
I know teams.
So
I know sports teams.
Okay. Marlins, Kyle Stowers, Sandy Alcantara.
wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with you?
Kyle Stowers, you know these stats he's hit in his last 2 games.
Trying to make me
8
snitch on the mic.
8 hits, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. It's only the second player ever to do that. Ty Cobb in 1925.
I wish he got a hit in the All-Star games, though, Zach.
Do you see what he did?
Save it for
He
the
hit the
real
home
games.
run and the swing off in the extra innings.
Save it for the real games.
Relax, guys. He hit a home run in the swing off. A home run in the swing off. It took Kyle Schwarber for them to win. So let's relax. He was 0 for 2. He had, was it 2 strikeouts?
They won 4-3.
But
in the swing off, they won 4-3, and he hit one of them. It could have been the deciding swing.
he was, listen,
I like it.
no,
Don't like
stop it. They won. Pete Alonso didn't have to go hit a home run. What are we doing here? I know. Listen, shout out to the kid earning an All-Star nomination. I mean, All-Star. Invite, playing, getting 2 at-bats, being told by Dave Roberts that you're going to be in the swing off, getting a home run. Great.
See, and now you're validating it by speaking so much about it.
No, I'm saying
not
great.
talking about the
I'm
swing
saying
off.
great, but we're not going to act like he did something special. Okay.
All right, but the game.
Oh,
hold on.
Hold on. He didn't do something special.
The game
Nothing special.
before the All-Star break.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the All-Star game. I'm not talking about
Holy
the.
crap.
I'm talking about the stretch, though. He was 5 for 5 against his former team with 3 home runs.
Okay, great. Now we're talking about regular season games that's mattered. Yes, he's been on a tear. But if we're gonna, come on.
I
man.
would kill to be a Major League Baseball player, much less named to an All-Star game, much less go Albert Bell 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in an All-Star game. I would kill for that. So to say
Fam,
he hasn't done anything.
You're acting like he's like he was an integral part of the reason why they won the home run, the game.
If
bro.
he wasn't there,
What are you talking about? They had a batter that even hit home. They had a play that even get a chance to hit. And we all know if he hit, he's going to hit 3 home runs himself.
it's like penalty kick.
By the
man.
way, bad job by
I
Aaron
was gonna say,
Boone.
what the hell are you doing, bro?
Aaron Boone, who was those 3 Joe Schmoes you picked?
I don't like the fact I'm never a fan of like the penalty kick where you put like save Messi for the last penalty kick. No, put him first.
Well, the issue was, which I still don't understand, the All-Star game, they have players who were like subbed out in like the 5th or 6th inning. They shower, they're dressed, and they leave. They go to play wherever they are. So they're not staying till the end of the game.
They don't even stick around.
So
Why?
Aaron Boone didn't really even have chances. And there's a claim that Aaron Judge wasn't in uniform or whatever, and that he had already left the stadium. The Yankees are playing in Atlanta. They're playing the Braves the series after. He's there. Why was he not in the swing off?
Because he's going to the adult establishments to get
Okay.
some nice chicken wings and see some ladies.
He could have waited 3 innings.
Or
Come
he
on.
is married. But no, come on, man. I'm just saying, no, when they're done, they know when you're done, you're not expecting to play again. You're done.
All right, well, if you didn't like the All-Star game, there's something I hate even more on TV than the All-Star game. We're going to take a quick break, then quickly touch on this because it doesn't deserve a lot of time next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So the Savannah Bananas suck. We already have established that. And I have been overwhelmed by the amount of support for my distaste for the Savannah Bananas. I get it at bars like Duffy's and Plantation, at Funky Buddha. People come up to me all the time like, yeah, man, I can't stand the Savannah Bananas. I can't watch that. I'm sure in person it's fun. It's great. It's real. And I'm so happy and proud of these girls that are playing flag football and that they're on national TV. But, man.
They're under 16.
That's what I'm saying. I can't watch that. It's awkward. And I don't want to watch a bunch of under 16 women, girls, young girls from Austin, Texas and Henderson, Nevada playing flag football on TV.
Yeah, I got no problem with
I'm
it.
proud of them. I'm sure their parents are TiVoing it or whatever. It's just weird, man.
No, it's not weird to me. I mean, I've seen girls can play football now.
No.
There's some girls who can play football.
I don't need it on my national television. I'm not watching it.
What else are you going to be watching? There's nothing on right now.
That's one of the things that's not on right now.
There's nothing on right now.
Okay, so
you want to watch? Wait.
Oh, you got to watch Scotty Scheffler?
I love Scotty Scheffler.
And he's balling.
He's golfing.
Is that balling? Is that hooping?
I don't know if you're moving.
I didn't like that when Jalen Phillips did that. I was when he got hurt on that Hard Knocks. And he was like, man, and I was hooping. I was like, well, you're playing football, dude.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. But
I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm not upset by that. It's great. It's great.
So you're all for watching high school girls flag football quarterfinals?
I mean, I'm not really watching it.
Not even finals.
I'm not really watching it, but
Right.
I don't have a problem with it being on the air if that's what ESPN has to do right now to air some programming. I mean, it's kind of bare right now.
This is coming from the man that's upset that the Panthers are coming on at 5:00 on October 7th.
That's regular season. That's the beginning of when hockey means something. This is the summer. There's nothing going on right now.
There's a lot going on right now.
There's nothing going on right now. Baseball just started. Come on, man.
Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, golf.
Meh.
Those three things can occupy some time.
Man, please. In this market, you're talking about out of the major four, you're talking about the fourth of the major four. The Marlins are the fourth major team in this market.
Maybe.
If we're ranking right now, it's Panthers 1.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Heat, Dolphins tied for 2, and Marlins 4.
Man, what a stinker by Messi.
I know it's really Heat and Dolphins 1 and 2, but Panthers are the 2-time
really Dolphins, Hurricanes.
Oh, I forgot the Hurricanes. Low key, the Hurricanes might be number 2.
I mean, last night I was not glued, but lack of a better term, watching the WNBA Skills Challenge. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in the headlines. They got the All-Star game. Is it tonight? I mean,
yes, the ladies' All-Star game's tonight.
And no Caitlin Clark, by the way.
Oh, she's not playing?
No, she's hurt.
Oh, I thought she just left the
No, she's gonna be the captain of Team Clark. She's been cleared to sit on the sidelines. I didn't know you needed to be cleared to sit on the sidelines.
Well, she pulled the groin.
Yeah. Hey. Team Clark versus Team Collier.
Oh, I love Feezy.
Which team are you cheering for?
Feezy.
Any team
that has if Sabrina's on her team, then yeah.
Oh, you're a big Sabrina Ionescu fan.
Yeah, you know that.
No,
Everybody knows
I used
that.
to have a roommate, Blake P, that loved her. I'll ask you this.
Oh, I'm watching Pacquiao tonight. Too.
Oh yeah, Pacquiao's 46 years old and trying to fight kids.
Why not?
I mean, for the money, I'll do anything. I'll ask you this, Vlad, and we'll go to commercial because I know we're getting a little late. And I'll also ask Zach, you guys have lived here in South Florida for a long time. Did you ever go to a WNBA game here in South Florida?
Yes, I covered the Miami Soul. Yes.
I haven't. If we had a
He
team,
probably wasn't even born.
No, I was. I don't. I was
No,
born
you weren't.
2005, so I don't.
Yeah, you weren't born by the time the Miami Soul was around here.
If they had a team, I might go to like a couple scattered over the
Wow.
years.
Oh,
but
over
like,
the years.
yeah, I wouldn't go
Fam,
regular.
If you went to Big 3, if you go to see a Big 3 game, you could go see a WNBA game.
I haven't been to the big.
Once
I'm
again,
not. I'm not
gonna say
interested.
Big Three. I haven't gone to Big Three either.
Big 3's good.
Oh yeah, Michael Beasley balling. That's what you want to spend your time doing?
Yo, Richard said Vlad is 1,000 years old. I'm fighting.
You're not 1,000 years old.
He's still fighting.
So I met a Haitian woman yesterday. She was one of the nicest people I ever met. And I asked her if I should visit Port-au-Prince, and she straight up just said no.
Why would you want to visit Port-au-Prince? It's not as safe right now, bro.
Yeah, that's what she said the gangs have taken him. Getting back to gang warfare, she said the gangs have taken over. That's probably where it started. She told me about gangs.
This ain't training day, buddy.
I'm not trying to be Ethan Hawke.
All right.
You ain't trying to be Denzel. Although, man, there could be some benefits to being Denzel.
Okay, Kong ain't got
in real life.
on me.
Is Denzel a weird dude?
No, he's Denzel's
in real
the
life.
Man. No, Denzel's the man.
All right, we'll end it on that. We'll be back 560 WA. The Miami sports world in a strange period right now. Terry Rozier has my mind just absolutely blown that he could possibly be part of a gambling ring or point shaving or something or other. And the people that bet on Terry Rozier are even more mind-boggling because, as Vlad said, homeboy has to be a little more slick about his betting as opposed to going to a Biloxi, Mississippi kiosk and putting 30 unders on Terry Rozier in a meaningless Charlotte Hornets New Orleans Pelicans game in 46 minutes and winning over $13,000. Not looking good for old Terry Rozier, whether he's guilty or not. Not looking good.
All right, so why don't we ask the real question here?
Yeah, what is the real question?
The NBA getting involved with gambling surely is now affecting them because this is the third player now.
Man.
I mean, well, no,
Malik Beasley.
he's the second player, but we've had 3 players we know. Michael Porter's brother, Malik Beasley, and then now
Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley now, and obviously Terry Rozier.
He's still with no contract, by the way.
Well, he was a free agent, and he was going to sign a 3-year, $45 million contract. And guess what? That 3-year, $48 million contract went to Duncan Robinson.
Wow.
So that's what happened.
I hate to be like this, and not to hurt on Duncan, but like if you're the Pistons, that's disappointing that you could have Malik Beasley and now you got Duncan Robinson. Am I right?
I mean, it's not bad. You got I also think they got Karis LeVert as well.
Okay. I mean, we're happy with Norman Powell. I'll take Norman Powell.
Yeah, the game, messed up the game, bro. Like you messed up with the gambling, and I'm wondering right now the NBA if they partnering with a lot of these gambling sites, if it's affecting them, because players always want to play they want to be involved just like everybody else.
That is a good point, Vlad. It's like do as I say, not as I do. The NBA can partner up with all these gambling sites, but you better not gamble. Of course, I mean, yeah, that's tough for Malik Beasley, a guy who seemed like the horizon was very bright. The future is very bright for him.
So, and it doesn't seem good for Terry Rozier. And their stories are bad, right? So Malik seems like he owed everybody, his barber, his dentist, everyone.
Making if you're a professional athlete, just stay away from gambling.
I know they're human, RV Richie. I get that, but there are just certain things you're not.
Like Vlad, if we got drug tested here at the radio station, which I have worked at radio stations where we do get drug tested, guess what I don't do? I don't do drugs because there's the thought that I could possibly lose my job if I fail a drug test. Well, if the league tells you don't gamble, you might lose $45 million. Might not want to gamble. League tells you don't do PEDs, you might lose $45 million. You might not want to do PEDs.
Hey guys, they're going to let the heads of these leagues know. They're gonna let the commissioners, they're gonna let the deputy presidents, whatever, know, because guess they got to be all in line. And then second of all, if somebody makes a wager on one player,
all 30 unders, and they hit,
everybody's gonna think that player is involved in this.
Of course.
Because why that one particular player? You know what I'm saying?
There's just
if you had divvied it up and you were, you laid 6 wagers, maybe laid 6 wagers, but the most wagers was on Rozier, but you laid other wagers on other players. Some of them might have hit, most of them will probably have missed, but at least you divvied it up. You could, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody could just pinpoint. They was easy to pinpoint on you.
Everything about the situation is shady. It's a game that no one really cares about. Not even the Pelicans or the Hornets cared about. It was a meaningless game. It is a guy who went to a kiosk, not a person, before the gate opened, put 30 unders, all 30 hit on one player. And he did it in 46 minutes, meaning that it's not like, well, maybe I'll do that. Like, just everything about it is shady. Now, Terry Rozier got cleared by the NBA. I'm guessing that's why the Heat have not released him, but the federal government is still investigating him. Which,
I mean, if you get pinched, bro, if you get locked up, fam.
My question, and of course, there's a myriad of reasons. I mean, like, if Terry Rozier were in on it, what were his reasonings for it? Was he in debt? Was
greedy?
He threatened? He was greedy.
But dude, okay.
If he was, now
what is going on with these individuals that they have a depth? They have a depth like this. You shouldn't have a depth. You shouldn't have to owe your barber. You shouldn't have to owe your dentist.
I mean, how does that go? Are you cleaning your teeth and you're like, I want to get some action on this game? Like, are you just that? I mean, and addiction is a terrible thing for anything, but you have to be addicted to gambling to be owing your barber.
Absolutely. No, you're
dentist?
definitely addicted to gambling, but it's like, come on, fam. And like Malik, you playing well.
Yeah,
you're about to get paid. You know, they all need to talk to Bobby Bonilla.
That man is a legend.
That man is a legend. They all laughed at him back in the days, and look at him now. He has a day named after him because he was, all right. But all right, but that was deferring money. But the fact is, these guys are gambling their money, which makes no sense. And here's what's bad. If they're losing money outside, how much money do they owe their teammates? Because they gamble on plane flights.
Yeah, I mean, we've been around. We've been around enough sports teams to know
they're playing Boo-Ray all day.
They wager with each other and they
right.
Yeah.
So if you're owing money there, but your teammates might. All right, you got until a certain date. They might give you some time. But what's going on with those paychecks every 1st and 15th of the month?
How much? And I mean, I know Charles Barkley used to say, like, I got the money, I can gamble what I want. If I have $10 million and I gamble away $4 million, whatever, it's for pleasure. And, do what you want with your money. But, and it starts affecting the game in your life.
Those guys, they're gambling. They know they got the money. They can get that. But these guys are gambling. They got money. They don't got Charles money, and they got money. They have some cash. But what's going on when you're betting this amount or you're letting somebody bet that amount?
That's crazy.
And that's the other thing. You're not even betting. I guess the under must have been better odds, but you're not even betting like for you to actually achieve to win. Pete Rose claimed, quote unquote, that he gambled, but every time he gambled was for the Reds to win.
Didn't he come out at one point and admit finally, like, yeah, I did bet on some losses. Yeah, because technically they say it's not wrong to bet on yourself and to bet on you doing good. It's bad.
I don't think it's wrong for you to bet on yourself. If Usain Bolt was racing and he wanted to bet on himself to win the gold medal, go ahead.
I think you can do that, actually.
But if he had bet on himself to win the silver,
to come in last.
Yeah, I think something would be wrong. But yeah, I don't think if a driver bets on himself to win the Indy, Daytona, or Monaco,
you can do that.
But that's it. If you're betting on yourself to win, I don't think there's a problem. I don't. Well, there might be. I mean, people might think, why are you so sure that you're going to win? But come on. Who's our guy in Indy F1 right now?
Max Verstappen?
Well, no. Well, it was MVS, but now, is it Oscar?
Well, you got Lando Norris, and you also have Oscar Piastri.
Okay. If Oscar bet on himself to win.
Then he wins, and that's it.
Okay. That's cool.
Follow his lead.
But to bet, I don't have a problem if you're betting more.
But if
you bet unders,
that's the shady part.
That's the shady part.
The shadiest part is that it wasn't just unders; it was 30 unders, and to make it even worse, all of them hit. So that right there, and it sounds like perception-wise, he had foot soreness. He played about 10 minutes, and
then what he probably knew is that
took himself out the game.
So he was gonna say, "I'll give it a go." Played a certain amount of minutes so that there is not a reboot. That's what he did. Because if I think if an individual plays a certain amount or gets hurt or injured, they can reboot the bet or say that because this individual, depending if it's a parlay, this individual is not considered part of your parlay, so your parlay will be this now.
Right, yeah.
But he played a certain amount. It's as if he knew the certain amount to play for those
the exact amount. And then foot soreness, all you say is my foot is sore. There's no quote unquote evidence that you have an injury. It's just like, hey, you have a stomach ache. They can't prove you have a stomach ache. You can just tell them. I don't know. I want to believe the best in people, but that's a tough situation right there.
Nasty work. Man.
Yeah. Well, let's get some other headlines. Kyle Stowers hit a walk-off home run last night as the Marlins defeated the Royals 8-7. Sandy Alcantra, 6 innings, 4 runs. Connor Norby out 6 to 8 weeks with wrist surgery. Today, the Fish face the Royals again. That is 4-10. Cal Quantrill going to be pitching for the Fish. Last night, Vlad, Zach tells us there was a good crowd. Zach, can you explain, not just because it was Sandy Alcantara pitching, not just because it was Friday night, why was there such a good crowd at Lone Depot Park?
Well, there was dollar hot dog night. So I do believe, like, based on
Dollar glizzies?
so there's like the normal hot dog at the game that I think is $6 a piece, and then there's like the 305 menu that they have. It's kind of a smaller hot dog. I think they were selling those as the $1, so it's like a $2 difference for them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it brought people in the park. Maybe it did, but I mean, it was a good crowd. I think it was 15,000 last night. It was pretty lively. I mean, the game was, it was 8-7.
It was a good game.
The Marlins
were actually up for a while.
Yeah, it was 5-0 at one point. Then it got to 7-5, 7 unanswered, and the Marlins win it in the bottom of the 10th. But I mean, I think there were 5 home runs.
Is that Kyle Stowers' third walk-off this year too? He had the game one.
It's his second
season
home run
opening day.
walk-off.
He grand slammed a walk-off, and then he did that.
I think it's his 4th of the year, walk-off of the year.
Oh, wow.
And he also walked it off on the first game of the season on opening day, and now the first game after the All-Star break.
Man, this guy's clutch. Vlad, you lived in LA. You remember the Dodgers? They have an okay crowd, but you have like free megaphone night or free, I don't know, like seat warmer night at Dodger Stadium. It's packed. Like everybody goes.
Yeah, if there's any type of giveaway.
People just love they don't mind that spending.
Man, what I missed though is those $5 beers, Dodger beer and Dodger Dodger dog night.
I thought one time I got a Dodger dog and it was like $18.
Yeah. But somebody got beat up so bad that they took him. That's when I think the Brian Stowe incident happened, and then they took that away. But yeah, it's always good when they have those little special promotions.
Yeah, down here they love the bobbleheads. The Marlins do it often, and there's lines like before the gates even open for these. I see
bobbleheads. What's that? What was the other day? Flanagan's jersey.
Oh, Flanagan Fest. Yeah, that's one of the biggest days of the year. I mean, and then they have the theme days. They do a good theme day, whether it be Jewish, theme day or Venezuelan theme day or Panamanian theme day or Nicaraguan theme day, where they play the music and they have some special food and stuff like that. It's a cool thing, man. I like it.
The fun one used to be the Bahamian Heritage. When Jazz was on the Marlins, they had the whole band. They had the Junkanoo band come out.
Oh.
They had a big crowd. That was fun.
Man.
But obviously not doing that anymore. I don't think they might still be, but it won't be as big of a crowd. We don't have a player from there.
Okay. Let's get some more headlines, see what is going on. We got the Dolphins. Jonah Savianaya, he agreed to a 4-year fully guaranteed contract. The details on the contract were not given, so still kind of looking into that. The Heat did beat the Bucks 93-92. Former FAU player, what's his name? Vladislav Golden led the team with 18 points. Kasparas Yakuchonis did not play. So Heat are done with Summer League. If you're saying the Heat were kind of blundering around in Summer League, they were kind of so-so. I think they finished 3 wins, 2 losses at the Vegas Summer League. Pelicans did a great job by going 0-5 in the Summer League, and one of their first round draft picks, Derek Queen, had wrist surgery yesterday. So
yeah, he's out for 12 weeks.
Off to a rip-roaring start.
And he's already a biggin.
Yeah, he's already kind of overdrafted, and we overpaid for him.
He could out-eat Zion?
They're going to have, every city they go to, the restaurants are
Patat shouldn't be drafted to New Orleans.
If
you're a Patat, you can't go to New Orleans.
Well, where do you go? Salt Lake City?
Nah.
Charlotte?
You might
get caught in a gambling ring?
No, go to Miami. Oh, no, you might be caught in a gambling ring as well. You want to go somewhere hot where you can sweat it off.
Los Angeles, that's a good place.
Patat's Creole for fat folks, if you didn't know.
They got a lot of healthy food in Los Angeles, so that might be Sacramento, probably a good place.
Nah, you're going to eat.
No.
Yeah, you're going to eat.
In California, it's all about health.
Nah, not all of them, man. It's a lot of food trucks.
Man, you think some lazy patat is going to be walking up to a food truck and ordering food? Oh, you got to be hungry, man.
They eat.
Last time I got food from a food truck, when was that? Whew. It's been a long time.
I want to go to a halal stop.
You want to go to a halal
truck stop? I miss it.
Okay. I can take you to halal restaurants.
No, I need the truck. Where the guy is just yelling. Yeah, he's just yelling, just like he's so frustrated with life, but he makes the best halal. Yeah, It's beautiful.
I like the cultures where they always seem angry and frustrated. Like you'll be like, "You having a good day?" Of course I'm having a good day. What do you think, man? God. And you're like, "Are you having a good day?" What did I just tell you? I'm having one of the best days of my freaking life. And you're like, okay, sorry. They're just aggressive. People are aggressive like that.
I love it.
I was talking to my guy on the rocks. Oh crap.
On the rocks.
On the rocks. It's a dive bar, and the guy's from Montenegro. His name is, it's just escaping me, Luca. And he was like, "We're an aggressive people." He straight up just told me, he goes, "You're good at sports because we're an aggressive people." I was like, okay.
I dig it.
Inter Miami. They play the New York Red Bulls tonight at 7:30. Inter Miami are
Did they play Wednesday? They played Wednesday.
Yeah, they
right?
got smoked by FC Cincinnati. FC Cincinnati just always seems to beat us, man. It was 3-0 too. But this is the thing about Inter Miami. I'm so Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on them. When they win, I think they're the best team in the world. When they lose, I'm like, this season, just blow it up, man. I don't care anymore. Like, they lost this week. Oh, I can't take this anymore. They're going to win tonight, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, we're the best. We'll have Dan Solano on tomorrow. He'll come on and be like, and I'm going to tell you this, Vlad, and I know you're an analytics guy like myself, and just like the Marlins, the analytics have Inter Miami this year far better than the team last year that won the Supporters Shield in MLS. So theoretically, numbers-wise,
goalie bet, because I would think the goalie's better.
Ustari's out tonight, in case you were wondering. I don't know.
Is Callender back?
It's got to be Drake Callender. So Ustari's out. But the analytics have this Inter Miami team far and ahead above. And now they're about to get Rodrigo De Paul.
Hasn't been a good year for Drake's.
Dude, I asked a trivia question about Drake the other day, and then I've asked a follow-up about Kendrick Lamar. The reaction was crazy. Everybody knows Drake was part of Degrassi, and his name's Aubrey. Although I played a Drake song last night, that new one, Nokia.
No, I don't know.
Between him with whatever the party or whatever.
Well, it's not his new
song.
Sound
like an old man.
His new songs, what did I miss? He's done. He's trying. What did I miss is not bad, but he's trying. He's trying to catch one.
Still probably more number one hits than I think anybody ever.
He's one more hit away from that.
Okay, one more hit.
Yeah.
So you got the Beatles,
and then you got him.
You got Drake,
and then you got Michael.
Michael Jackson, elite company is what I would call it.
Oh, the man is talented.
He makes hits. He don't make albums.
He makes classics.
I'll tell you this too, man. There's still some Drake supporters. I get people all the time. Like
if he follow, all he had to do, man, is follow the Vlad game plan, and he'd be back on top again.
What is the Vlad game plan?
So make them miss you.
That's true.
Make them miss you. You just been on top for 15 years. They tired of you, dude. When you successful, people. This is the greatest. This is not the greatest. This is the craziest thing about us as a society, just individuals. We love you to be successful. Then it gets to a point where you're just too successful, and then we're like, I don't want you to be successful no more. You know what? I'm sick and tired of you. Be gone from our presence right now. And then you're gone from their presence, and then guess what? You know what I miss? I miss this.
It's true.
I miss that. And then all of a sudden you come back, and then you're loved again. It happens with athletes. It happens with musicians. They love you to hate you to love you again.
Happened to Suge Knight.
Wait, what?
They loved him, then they hated him, then they loved him again.
I don't know if they loved him again.
Then they hated him again. No.
I don't know if they ever loved him. They were scared of him.
I'm scared of him.
I'm still scared.
He's got some stories about Miami.
This is not a love-hate with Suge.
Do you know what he did to
Vanilla
Ice?
It's just scared and fearful.
So if you're younger generation, we're gonna ask Zach right now. Zach, do you know what Suge Knight did to Vanilla Ice?
I do not.
So there was an argument over money, Vlad. Is that the root of the argument, or just?
I know. Suge, just listen. Do you even know who Suge Knight is? You don't even know Suge. You asking a guy who even know Suge
Well,
Knight
that's what we're educating a younger generation that might be listening.
I know one song by Vanilla Ice. Come on.
Okay, so Vanilla Ice was a rapper, and I use that term loosely.
He did ruin it, Platinum.
So I mean, he had To the Extreme album. Nonetheless, he's a rapper from Miami, by the way. Suge Knight is a record producer / let's circle back, kind of a gangster. And he and Vanilla Ice weren't getting along, and they were in one of these penthouse hotels in Miami, and he hung him off the balcony of the hotel until he agreed to whatever Suge Knight wanted him to agree to. So just word of the wise, you're probably never going to meet Suge Knight. I hope you don't, because you'll probably meet him in prison. Nonetheless, don't mess with him. Like, just let it go. If anybody says their name is Suge, just let it. That's probably smart though, Vlad, right? Someone says my name is Suge, just leave them alone. Girl or guy, not going to be probably very sweet. Not going to be very sweet. There's a couple of names you just got, like Igor. If like your name's Igor, okay, man, we're cool.
I think you got a big nose, and it's been broken at least 16
There you
times.
go. You know, I would say, sometimes you hear the name Vlad, you got to be like, whoa, watch out. But you've, of course, endeared yourself to this community in Vladder Day, so it's kind of like a national holiday.
Vladder Day
in the park. Think about the 4th of July.
I won't be in the park, but I'll be in the backyard.
You barbecuing today? The guy
Fort Lauderdale. No, the backyard.
Oh, you're going to the hip hop brunch?
Yes, sir. Well, not the brunch, just the old school Saturday.
I was playing some Lil Jon the East Side Boys last night,
bro.
I saw that Moneybagg Yo played there on Christmas Day. I want Moneybagg Yo to do the opening theme song to this show.
Hell no.
We're not a Moneybagg Yo fan?
If we had an opening for the show, it wouldn't be no Moneybagg Yo.
Well, I don't think Malice and Pusha T are doing the opening.
Why not?
Pharrell, I know you hang
and
out
he's
here
not,
in
it's Malice. It's not no Malice anymore.
Oh, it's not no Malice. He's just straight back to Malice.
Yeah.
So he has Malice.
It's Malice.
Okay. Trying to think. So if we can't get Clips, is that our number one option?
If it's not Clips, then it's the Locks.
The Locks. Is Jada Kiss still available?
Yeah, we might have to get, contact him and Fat Joe to get Jada. But
Fat Joe's down. I've seen Fat Joe in my neighborhood, so I know Fat Joe is around.
I'll even that. You know what? Ace Hood could do our intro.
And I know we're not getting into this because I don't want to get into why we don't. DJ Khaled, I know you're a New Orleans guy and you think you live in Miami and you think you're a reggae artist.
Nah, Ace Hood could do our intro.
We don't need DJ Khaled.
I like Ace Hood. A Trick? We could always get Trick.
Yeah, that's going to get complicated. He's probably got a non-compete to be on the station.
It's just an intro.
I know. I don't know who I want. How about, wait, we can get DJ Laz.
We can get Art God
DJ
Savi.
Laz. Man, DJ Laz.
We can get the Art God Savi.
Pimp with a limp. I actually used Art God Savi's music in one of my Instagram reels the other day. I was the first person ever to use it too.
Shout out to Marcos, man.
Wait, can we get DJ Laz, Pimp with a limp? Man, that Esa Morena still hits today. We got it in the system. I'm going to go listen to that. Let's take a break.
We definitely going to hear that in August.
Why are we going to hear it?
Pre-game?
Oh,
They play that joint right in the Canes pregame at home. You hearing that?
Yeah.
You hearing that like in 5 different cars are blasting that. 5 different cars are blasting that.
My favorite is I'm walking in like my neighborhood or whatnot, and a Bad Bunny song comes blaring out of a car. And it doesn't matter who I'm at. Could be a homeless person, could be a drug dealer. I always turn to them and go, that's Bad Bunny. And they're always like, I don't care. I'm like, well, it's just to let you know it's Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. And then like some people go, who? I go, Bad Bunny. Like, Bad Bunny? Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I would do the intro.
I would love some Bad Bunny. Now, that's too big, though, man, because then it would take away from the show. Karol G, though.
No, I know, bro. Get out of here, man. What's wrong with you?
You don't like Karol G?
She's not doing the intro to our show. It's got to be a duo. It's got to be a rap group.
Oh, so you need a duo.
Right. It's got to be a duo or a group.
Think about it. Let's think about it and come back and talk about it. If you can't tell, I'm really off the rails today. That breakfast buffet got me rolling today.
It would have been Mobb Deep if Prodigy was alive. But if I could get Big Noy to do Prodigy lyrics, maybe it might be that.
Maybe a Dre Snoop collab. We'll talk about it next.
I got it.
Take your time. We'll come back with it. Hold tight. I want to hear it. Don't tell me during the break. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm going to go get some water and maybe some more coffee and then maybe something else. This is Sports Day 560 WQ. Telling you, man, that's that new clips right there. So be it. POV. What's one of those other dream cuts? They got some dream cuts on that one right there. Clips was telling us the only back and forth is Tiafo at the Open.
I love that line.
That one caught my ear, man. I'm sitting there
I love
drinking
that
a
line.
Mad Dog 2020 on my front porch and just hanging. And I'm listening. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. They got some lines in there. Okay, so if we could be so lucky as to have a rapper or a lyricist or I don't even know.
It would be a rap duo.
We need a duo. We're not just letting anybody come in here and drop some bars.
Outcast.
I mean, you're gonna get Andre and Big Boy.
Yeah, because you could be, Andre could play clarinet. You and Andre could play the clarinet or the flute or whatever.
Mhm.
And me and Big Boy could be just rapping. Or
So-
the one, but that's just one. But my personal, the one I really would want. You ready for this?
I'm excited.
Method Man and Redman.
Oh, I went to a Meth and Red
See?
concert, man. The Rave,
Come on, man.
Eagles Ballroom, Milwaukee,
The
Wisconsin.
Rockwilder. Come on, that's us.
I got so lost. I watched the whole concert by myself because my roommate and his girlfriend were also so lost.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, there was herbal.
Oh,
There was herbal
Had
incense.
to clear the air.
There was herbal incense. You probably were getting, eye contact.
I forgot about Red and Meth.
You were very
Yo,
irie.
yo, 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 yo.
Microphone check. Yeah, there you go. There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to think, man. Is there anybody else? I've always just
Nah, I
dreamed.
think that's it, man.
I've dreamed of Moneybag Yo for so
No.
long.
Mm-mm.
I know Kodak Black.
No. Mm-mm.
He and French Montana did that song. That's where I got the whole Haiti idea from.
Mm-mm.
I was
Sakba say to a fellow Haitian, but
is Kodak Black Haitian?
yes,
Okay,
Meth and Red. That's it.
that's a good one.
That's
And
it.
that's something that not everybody would have. I mean, not to say, but that would not be everybody's like first thought of a duo, that they might want to do.
It's got to fit the personality.
And we don't mind just a couple bars. You don't need to put down, 60 bars.
It's got to fit the personalities.
Yeah, I'm more of a Method man. Or am I more of a Red man?
I mean, we could do Run the Jewels.
That would probably fit.
That probably
for you
might
and I.
fit us a little bit more.
Killer Mike and LP, right?
Why do you always mess this up?
I'm sorry. It's Killer Mike and who's the other guy?
You should know who you're gonna be, because I know who I'm gonna be.
I watched the Killer Mike documentary and series. It's not LP. I don't know. I know Run the Jewels. Ooh, wee, la, la, la. Ooh, wee.
This guy's the worst, man.
I don't think I'm the worst. I think I'm maybe a little more into it than anybody else.
Okay.
Maybe not as much as you, but I can't be that. That's your thing.
LP.
His name's
Yeah.
LP. This guy's trying to knock me. Man, you don't know about hip hop, man.
Nah, but why would I know? Of course I know
How
LP.
do I know about Killer?
I know where LP's from. He's from Brooklyn, but
You
I'm
shamed
just saying,
me, man.
because you didn't know it last time. You were very
You shamed me.
That's why last time you tried to say
I said, who is it? It's Killer
No,
Mike and LP,
I'm not-
right?
Last
and I know
time, the last conversation we had about them, you didn't know who he was.
well, maybe I upped my street game. I don't know, Vlad. But no, I mean, I like Run the Jewels, man. I don't know how much of an LP I am, and I don't know how much of a Killer Mike you are, but
I'm
okay.
not a Killer Mike.
yeah, I don't see you as a Killer Mike.
I'm not a Killer Mike.
Not knocking Killer Mike or not knocking you. Run the Jewels has some joints though, man.
We're not saying one lyricist. We're saying a duo,
It
guys.
has to be a duo. So you can't have Rage Against the Machine.
No.
Because that's
And
not
no,
a
yeah,
duo.
it can't be individuals.
Oh yeah, we're not tag. They have to be like the old days of wrestling. They have to be like a tag team, like Demolition and the Rockers. Where's some other tag? Did they still have tag teams in
Of
wrestling?
course. What do you mean? They
But
still have-
like for a while they weren't doing like real tag teams. It was just two individual wrestlers tagging.
no, they got
teaming up.
tag teams. Like
So they're like
they
they
are.
don't wrestle separate.
No, they got tag teams.
Okay.
Like Street Profits.
Do you still have to tag in?
Of course, this ain't Texas Tornado.
I don't know. I haven't watched wrestling in years. It's hugely popular.
See, since we're speaking about duos,
You know, it would make a really good duo.
are we gonna have a bounce back season from a duo, a dynamic duo that everybody thought was the most dynamic duos in the NFL last season? And now when they were doing dynamic duos, they're like honorable mention now.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. I saw ESPN there was a gentleman that was doing his top 5. It was a former player, I believe. And
I saw that.
You saw that, right? And
Mhm.
he had the Detroit Lions duo of Jameson Williams and Amon St. Brown as number 1. He had Jamar Chase and T Higgins as number 2. He had AJ Brown and Devontae Smith at number 3. And he had Tyreek and Jalen in bottom 5.
Jalen Waddle actually spoke the other day. It was interesting. He
just said he wants a bounce back season. They're all gonna say the same BS.
I hope they're gonna say that.
Hold on.
I hope they don't say,
Let me not say BS because it's
more of the
he
same.
said it. It's just that they all gonna say the same stuff.
I hope they're not saying they want to run it back and have the exact same season as they did last year.
You can't run it back. Listen, people think we're joking when we say if that man starts 1-3 or 0-4, he's done so.
I have an interesting stat to tell you about the Dolphins, which will probably surprise you. So what we're going to do is take a break. I'm going to come back and tell you, and we're going to dive into this dynamic duo and how dynamic it might be next here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. One of the great duos of all time right here, the infamous Mobb Deep. I see a lot of Mobb Deep in Vlad and a lot of Vlad and Mobb Deep. To all the killers in the $100 bills. Okay, so interesting. Chris Greer looked like he might have had some type of vision or something, clue of what he wanted this year's team to look like as he went into this offseason. This team's often been criticized for not having a lot of vision, but he wanted to fortify the trenches and get younger. And hey, as of now, he has somewhat succeeded in doing that. The Dolphins, Vlad, did you know this? Went from being the oldest roster in the NFL last year to currently now having the 7th youngest roster in the NFL. His first two draft picks, defensive line and offensive line. We just signed Jonas Avianaya, offensive line, 2nd round pick. So if you're saying Chris Greer, have some vision, get some things done, he kind of did have a vision to get younger and stronger, and he's at least gotten younger. I don't know how much stronger he's gotten. We'll see what happens in the trenches this coming season. But the real thing is a lot of people are wondering what's going on with this receiving crew. And Vlad, you were bringing up that someone the other day on ESPN was ranking our dynamic duo that we're getting paid a lot of money, by the way, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, kind of not too high on the list. And we saw somebody else, and Zach, you probably went and saw that somebody else was listing even Tyreek Hill as kind of a, I wouldn't say bottom shelf receiver, but like not elite.
Yeah, he was not in the elite tier.
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Yes, they had him at honorable mention. Yes. Okay, so
What's going
to
on with that?
clarify, the top 5 NFL wide receiver duos entering the 2025 season based on current rankings and projections. 1 is Jamar Chase and T.A. Higgins in Cincinnati. 2 is Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. 3 is A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith in Philadelphia. 4 Tyreek and Waddle in down here. And 5 is Devontae and Puka. But many people have it the other way around, where they don't even have Tyreek and Waddle in the top 5, or they just at 5 or honorable mention.
Like, I mean, is that a recency type thing? Because last year, I understand. Last year was rough.
Right. Last year, all right. Oh, they don't even have, when I say they don't have them, they'll put like I said, they'll have the Damon St. Brown and Jameson Williams from Detroit.
They're pretty dynamic though.
It's just one bad season. Like I mean, how far do you go back down when you had one bad season? I don't know if his ranking has been put out for the top 100. I don't know how far of his fall has been, but it's a show improve year. They got they got paid already. So this is the first year of their extension. So it's show improve right now. You got
to show improve. Yeah. I know. I mean, these guys are getting paid a lot of money, and they do need to have more production. They also didn't have a quarterback last year, as much as you might like Tyler Huntley or as much Tim Boyle or Skylar Thompson.
You love ripping Tim Boyle.
Dude, man. Tim Boyle will live on in infamy in my mind with that pass, man. It's funny now. At the time, it was just embarrassing, but I was looking somewhere where they had Puka Nacua ahead of Tyreek Hill as a receiver. Now, if I'm a fan, as a Dolphins fan, I'll take Tyreek Hill over Puka Nacua.
All right. So far, Christian McCaffrey is taking the biggest fall. He's gone from 3 to 73.
Well, that's the injuries, yeah. But still, 3 to 73.
Right. Dak Prescott has fallen from he was 63 last year. Now he's fallen 63 spots.
Goodness gracious.
He was 16th last year. So yeah.
I go back to Tyreek Hill for a second. The ESPN tier list thing. So they have Tyreek Hill in the almost elite section. What I don't like about this, Brian Thomas Jr., who had an incredible season, and Malik Neighbors, who has shown a ton of talent, are in the same tier.
Ooh.
They just played 1 year.
Okay, that goes with the quarterback, Zach, when they're doing the quarterback rankings. Jaden Daniels is in everybody's top 5. Yes, going into, after the season he had last season, yes, you would think he's a top 5 quarterback. But guess what, guys? They only had 20 games of film.
Right.
Now they have a full season to prepare for him. Let me see how he looks, because we were all saying the same thing about CJ Stroud the year prior. And then last season, we saw him go through his ups and downs.
He came back to earth. Let's put it that way.
Right.
He's still a good quarterback.
So let's relax on the wide receivers and these quarterbacks after 2 years. I think everybody should get 3 years.
And everybody always gives that story. Well, I mean, at the end of the season, they weren't overlooking him. You don't understand how much preparation and how hard it is for NFL teams. They can't just magically wave a wand and say, after all this season, after all the prep, after everything, we're going to change everything. We're going to focus on one guy, and we're going to retool our entire team and what works. So yes, if you're saying, at the end of the season, they should have been able not to overlook, it's more complicated than that, because if it were that simple, teams would do it. Yes, this year, do you think teams are going to maybe game plan a little bit better for Jaden Daniels? Are they going to maybe even tailor their personnel a little bit towards Jaden Daniels? Yes. Last year, you can't do that on the fly. So, yes, a lot of the times these guys that are wonderful, at least in our minds, their first year, they come back down to earth because teams do game plan and personnel plan a little bit better, especially teams in their own division. There you go. Why do you think the Jets went out there and signed your guy Sauce Gardner to all that money and that big deal?
Well, it's also nip things in the bud before it gets worse. Get him now before he's demanding 35, 37 million.
Exactly.
Because they signed Garrett and they signed Sauce. By the time those contracts kick in, they won't even be the top.
Remember everybody making fun of Patrick Mahomes? What a gross deal. Now he's one of the most
that 10-year 450 is
quarterbacks.
the greatest deal ever.
The man is one of the most underpaid quarterbacks and players in the league. Oh, it was just a monstrosity at the time. Now that's the smart thing to do. If you like somebody, lock them in and keep them going. See what happens. But yeah, Tyreek Hill, and Waddle, they're both being paid large amounts of money to give you a lot of production that's needed. But that's why you did sign Sauce Gardner, because you do see teams like the Dolphins. You do need to defend against the pass. As much as they might have had an off year last year, you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to be a track team that's going to try to be all over the field and pass the ball as much as possible, because look at the run game. It's okay. Okay, can we say that about the Dolphins' run game? It's okay.
It's mid.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, let's go. The Dolphins' run game, at least over the past couple of years, has been okay. Vlad, you're saying mid or meh?
It's mid.
Mid. Zach,
C+.
there you
That's
go.
mid.
That's right.
It
there.
is, and they have Achan, who's a better pass catcher than he is a running back.
For the most part, yes.
Okay, which then lies the problem, what we always say, come December and January, when you don't have guys to hand the ball off to and get you those 3-4 tough yards to keep drives going, to keep clock moving, and the type of football you need to play
Against cold weather teams that are in your division.
There you go. Against cold weather teams in your conference, in your division, where you may have to go there later in January.
So who do we blame for not having the foresight?
Game.
So who do we blame for not having the foresight?
We all know where it goes, B. Dude, it's the Holy Trinity, man. They all, for the exception of Uno, but whoever the head coach and the general manager, they're a two-pack. They come together. Buy one get one buy one get one free. They're a BOGO. And I believe, put it this way, somebody would let somebody go to save their job.
Yeah.
Chris Greer would let Mike McDaniel go to save his job.
Chris Greer seems like he would probably do anything to save his job, which he may have already done several times.
So there's a lot of, I think Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer on the foreman. I think Brian Dable and Joe Shane are on the foreman. Omar Ruiz and Mike Tomlin are on the foreman.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's only so long you could take first round exits, man.
Well, the other thing too is that Pittsburgh's kind of gone all in with the,
and that's what I'm saying. You going all in. So if this fails,
if you're a Steelers fan, you have to be really walking on eggshells.
Zach Taylor in Cincinnati's on the foreman.
Yeah, because you've got a lot of talent on that team.
But you also work for the cheapest team in the league.
Don't want to sign.
Kyler Murray's on the foreman.
I still think Kyler Murray's good.
Yeah, but it's been 6 years. Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine, you on the foreman, baby.
People are starting to question Trevor Lawrence a lot.
You're on the foreman.
What about? Let's see, who else could be technically on the?
There's always teams. Like, look, we all know Lamar, Josh Allen. Oh, listen. I've been trying to get this man fired for the last 3 years.
You can get someone fired.
Sean McDermott. When is Sean McDermott going to be on the foreman?
Every year's the Bills' year, man.
How many times do I want to hear this is the year for the Bills, and then they always lose to Patty?
You just can't beat Patty.
Can we come to the conclusion maybe Sean McDermott's Tom Thibodeau of the NFL?
Be careful with that.
What?
You might get something worse than what you got.
What do you mean? We don't know.
But be careful. It could go one of two ways.
You can get Tony Dungy to John Gruden.
You can get better. You can get worse.
Well, he is.
What about Justin Herbert? Is he on the foreman?
Absolutely.
Nobody's safe anymore. Remember there were times when people were safe outside of
you got 3 years to do things, Dan.
Outside of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and
you got 3 years to do things. And in those 3 years, if you're not very successful, reload.
There was a point,
or rebuild.
Your guy Trevor Harris is in the building where I was being told Nick Sirianni is going to get fired for the job he was doing with the Eagles. And I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, he was 2-2 and lost to Tampa again.
He
And
had
yeah,
a
it was
bad half of a season.
a
Other than that,
bad quarter of a season.
he was 10-1 at one point in that season, still made the playoffs.
Oh, you talking about the year prior? You're
Yeah.
talking about 23.
Yeah. But
But that was because they came back from the Super Bowl. They had lost. You see, they had
came
won.
back and they were 10-1 at one point in the season.
Right, but they weren't
did
winning.
tailspin.
They weren't winning the way they were, and they were right. I mean, they sooner or later teams were the good teams were going to catch up to them, and
But imagine if they would have fired him.
they were trying to fire him after the Tampa Bay loss last season. They didn't beat New Orleans. It would have been Rap City.
They barely.
And
won
I
were
think they
terrible.
barely beat New Orleans. They had to do a second half comeback. Saquon went
oh,
crazy in the second half.
That saved them.
Yeah, I
because
think he scored like a first possession 68-yard touchdown run in the first
I
possession.
went on the post-game show and I said Jalen Hurts tried to find a multitude of ways to lose that game. He had a fumble, he had an interception, he had all types of things that he did. I was like, this Eagles team, man, they're lucky the Saints were that bad, and then they won the Super Bowl. But maybe we're a little too quick with some of these firings, man. Like, and I know you're gonna say, you say Mike McDaniel, even if he has a bad season, you just stick around. I don't know. I don't think Mike McDaniel's the problem, to be honest with you.
Then what's the problem then?
The problem is the organization, and that's going to probably lead you to the general manager.
But he's part of the trifecta of making decisions.
I understand.
He's the one that ran upstairs and said, "Hey, I need you to pay that man that money."
He did want Tua to get paid that money.
All right, then, we all know it's all CG's fault. Chris Greer is the majority of the problems to me have been.
I would agree.
Their lax attitude in taking care of things early.
I would just simplify it. Their lax attitude.
But I just want to say, I know Christian Wilkins got hurt, but it didn't have to get to that point. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just a bad optic to me. We talk about optics a lot.
With the players, I think they're lax with, if something needs to be fixed, they just throw money at it. Oh, here's some new grass. Here's the new.
But it's not even that. But it's not even that. Like, for example, you know what I was happy with the Jets signing, Sauce and Garrett Wilson, because it's like, all right, man, you drafted these guys, you developed, you saw what their potential was, and you're helping them get to fulfill that. And because of that, you want them to be Jets for how many more years they are. But the fact is, their second contract, you gave them a second contract. Living down here and covering this team and following this team and everything, I can't recall. Like when Jalen Waddle got it, was like you were happy, but that's a receiver. Receiver's gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
But they should have paid Christian Wilkins.
I'm gonna reserve.
To me, they should have. If they should have signed him earlier, to where it didn't have to get to that financial.
You're doing it all over again with Zach Sealer,
and now you're doing it with a guy in Zach Sealer, a guy that
character guy, by the way. Didn't you learn from the last quote unquote mistake that you made? Or maybe they figured they did the right thing with Christian Wilkins. Maybe that's what they feel. And so like, Zach Sealer will do the same thing.
Yeah. And so was Wilkins, like the energy guy. You'd see even when they score a touchdown, he was in the block on like the extra point. He'd go there and
missed that last season. You're right. That's a good point by Zach.
The guy who scored the touchdown, Christian Wilkins, would run on the field from the sideline and lift them up.
Yeah.
And you lose that. And then you lose Calais Campbell, who's your heart of the defense this next year.
And you lose Jonnu Smith, who was the heart of your offense last season, and the guy who spoke up when all the struggles from week 1 to week 18. Jonnu Smith was up there speaking to the media, taking all type of questions and answering it after every win, after every loss.
I'll tell you right now, my two biggest worries of this Dolphins team: number one, the obvious, Tua Tagovailoa staying healthy. Number two, who's going to be the leader? We have no idea.
That was my number one question last season. I mean, at the end of the season, once you lost Calais and everything like that,
we talked about it. We were really the first people to talk about it. Everyone was talking about, Calais is gone, where we're going to get some defensive production. And you and I came on and said, who's leading this team now?
Dude, because Dan,
who's leading the team?
Last season, the people that were talking
aren't there anymore.
Calais Campbell, Jonnu Smith, Teron Armstead, Zach Sealer,
even Raheem Mostert,
Javon Holland.
Where are they?
Only one person I can remember that I can say is still on this Miami Dolphin roster.
That's what scares me.
Oh, and you know what? Let me stop. Devon A-Chain as well. Devon would always talk as well.
But he's still a third-year player.
But he was a third-year
Yeah.
player.
Well, this year he's a third-year player. So,
but I mean, he's a young player, but he would talk.
That's got to be scary. So,
And the only people that are returning on that team from those names that I mentioned is Devon and Zach Sealer. And Zach,
may
there's
have
a
to sit
great
in.
likelihood he might be sitting in.
I would say prudently would sit into these practices.
There's a great likelihood he's sitting in unless there is something that happens from now and the next couple of days before they have to enter training camp, which begins this week.
This week. Yeah. Is it Friday or Saturday? Friday?
Is it?
Well, I
the
mean,
rookies are here, right? The
yeah,
rookies
but it's
are
like they have like picture day and stuff like that. They count that. So that's
orientation day.
Oh, counts. It counts. Whatever. That needs to be the big worry right now. Offense needs to get right. Two needs to stay healthy. I get that, but if you don't have a leader or leaders on a team, or true leaders, once again we go back to the lax and just visionlessness sometimes this Dolphins team experiences. That's the big underlying Okay, so still try to get to 11 wins, guys. Let's go.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to keep it positive here. Back with some headlines. 560 WQAM. Back on Sports Day, my cousin Vladimir Lewis on Zach Horowitz is with us. Zach has some information that you might want to know about today's Marlins game. Take it away.
Vlad, you got 2 hours till first pitch. 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's Colombian Heritage Day at Lone Depot Park.
Jesus Christ.
We got to go now.
I already got plans.
Oh.
They would do it. Why? Come on, Marlins.
Why are we not getting these messages directly from the Marlins that it's Colombian Heritage Day? I'm already sleeveless. I'd go sleeveless anyway, but I put cologne on, get excited. Might have a couple extra beers, get that liquid courage up. Some possibly, get with the talk.
What other days will be happening in the second half?
We gotta get our game.
There is definitely going to be a Saturday
God,
that
we
I'm
missed
going.
Colombian Heritage
Really?
Day.
Oh, come on, man.
We missed Venezuelan Heritage
We
Day
missed
earlier.
Dollar Dog Day last. I'm not gonna. I give them Marlins credit. I give them credit. They really came out with the promotions for the weekend. After the All-Star break, that's the way to get them. That's the way to, and it's been great weather down here as well these
Nathan
past
just texted me. Hold on.
these early 2 days.
Monday night, you got Bark at the Park.
Oh, you bring the dogs.
Yeah. The next time they're home, the Sunday against the Yankees.
Nothing going on with San Diego. They're not nothing going.
That's
on.
only the Bark at the Park, and then they got
The Wednesday afternoon game.
Yeah.
I'm going.
We literally got a text from Nathan asking if we wanted to come to the game today because it's Colombian Heritage Day. He's looking out for us, man. He knows how much we love the Colombian heritage.
Dude, I already bought my tickets for Old School Saturday at the backyard. Jesus, but it would have been great. I got my boys from high school. They down here, so
We didn't know.
if I'd known, I would have taken. Come on, man. The scenery.
We might have to take off an hour early or something on this.
the next Heritage celebration. If you want to hang
Yes,
out with
yes.
the Dominicans,
Woo!
Saturday, August 23rd,
I'm there.
and it's also Beer Fest.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I'm definitely there. Cerveza Fest. I'm there.
Dominican. That's the Presidente.
That's
right?
El Presidente.
Yeah.
It's Presidente.
But I'm.
And There's also a post-game concert. I think.
who's performing?
I don't know. Take a look. I'm
Is-
gonna click
is
on
it
more info.
Gente de Zona. I like Gente de Zona.
Okay.
Man, I'm sure they'll have some great Dominican acts out there. Man.
They don't have a name yet.
Okay, so
Ooh.
even better.
Still to be determined.
Surprised me.
To be TBD. TBA.
Nothing like living it up at a game and then a concert afterwards. Colombian Heritage Day today too.
Nah, that's a good one.
And we had people looking out for us too, trying to get us in the place too. We just weren't looking out for ourselves. Man, if I would have known that, because I'm going to Coral Gables after this, but I would have definitely skipped out on Coral Gables to go to Columbia.
I would have.
And
If
we,
my peoples weren't coming into town,
and we actually have one of my Colombian friends from Colombia that said he's going to the game too. He could have.
I would have brought my barber. If
Yeah, post-game entertainment today as well. Latin Grammy winner Lenny Fierro, if you know who he is.
Don't know him.
I know, to our Colombian listeners, who Lenny Fierro,
Yeah,
Wow.
let us know if he's
man.
he's all that.
The jerseys are sold out, the ticket packages. I
Yeah.
think they give them like 4 or 5 sections.
Yeah,
So we'll take a look at the attendance once we
attendance
see
going
it
to be
today.
good today.
How the jersey look? Is it yellow?
It's yellow.
It's got the
blue
Colombian-
sleeves.
Yeah, Colombian colors.
It's nice.
Yellow, red, blue. See, Vlad, you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We failed. Now watch. Freaking Kyle Stowers is going to go off. Xavier Edwards, Otto Lopez, they're all going to play balling. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to ball out in front of the Colombian crowd for multitudes of reasons? Man, we failed.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Next time we'll hit up Haiti Heritage Day.
They don't got that, man.
They already had it?
They don't have that.
No, it could get crazy.
No, that's not it. We don't even have baseball players. The most famous baseball player we have is like Miguel Sanu, and he's part Dominican. He's like half Haitian, half Dominican.
It's so crazy.
That's not our thing. We don't like baseball. We like watching baseball, but we don't like
What
playing.
sport
Even
do
though it was
Haitians
great.
advance are like top notch in?
Basketball, soccer, football.
Football? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Football.
You know.
Okay.
They have Canadian, Nicaragua,
I know
Puerto
Nicaragua.
Rico.
Ooh.
Canadian night? Wait, when is Canadian
Yeah,
night?
it's the
And
23rd. It's Sunday or 22nd.
Wait.
Sunday.
this Sunday?
I think, let me look. let me
Puerto
go back.
Rico Day could be good.
Oh, Puerto Rico Day would be great.
And maybe some Bad Bunny blaring. I know he's probably not going to come to the game, but blaring in the stands.
Oh no, when they play the Blue Jays, it's Canadian Heritage. That makes
Hector
sense.
Lavoe. You want to hear some Hector Lavoe?
Oh man, that's Molson Beer Day, man.
Molson Beer Day?
That's gotta be.
So the August 23rd is Dominican. 24th, the Sunday is Canadian Heritage.
What am I
Canadian
doing?
Heritage. That
Am
could
I
be.
doing anything in August?
Just let me know.
Okay, the 12th, I'm going to the Clips.
We got some preseason Dolphins games starting August 10th. so
Yeah, but they're on the
keep that in
road.
mind. They got
Oh,
that Jacksonville game though.
That's why I know. Thank you. You see, that's why you're my family. That's why you're my cousin.
I need you.
I think the Dolphins play their final preseason game that day, August 23rd. Is that a Saturday?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins play their final preseason game at home against
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
That
That is an August 23rd game.
Yeah, that's why I knew I had something.
7 p.m.
Yeah, I knew I had something to do that
So
day.
stay up late and hang out with me after the game.
But I'd
because
rather
we will
be-
give you in-depth coverage of our
Now, let me
seventh
ask you a
round
question.
explain. Yes.
Let's
Okay.
answer this question. If I give you a choice of going to see the Dolphins only home preseason game and give you and I say it might be their dress rehearsal for the real thing,
Which we know it's not.
which we know it may not
gonna be the Lions game.
But
It's gonna be the
but just say
second
that. Just say that, right?
Let's just say Mike McDaniel gets a little crafty and
Or,
does that.
or I give you the chance to go see the Marlins take on what are they taking on?
The Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays.
Is that Canadian
no,
heritage?
not Canadian.
day
I'm talking-
after.
no. Oh my God.
They play both back-to-back days of Heritage. Yeah.
Oh, back-to-back Heritage Days.
Saturday and Sunday.
Nathan's gonna be balling out there, man.
Dude, there are some nice Canuckers out there, boy.
Absolutely.
And the Dominicanos, the mommies, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Uh,
Of course, I know what you mean.
so if I give you a choice, preseason game, final preseason game, dress rehearsal, maybe, question mark, or Marlins versus Blue Jays on Dominican Republic.
with Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the house,
Yes.
man, that's a tough one.
Yes.
Let's see how these games play out. If we're flirting with a wild card berth, that would definitely weigh into.
Yeah, but that team is also they're in first place right now.
Yeah,
I
they
need
are.
you. I would need you guys to beat
We
them.
need that sweep. We need the sweep.
So you would go. Which one would you go?
I would probably go if I didn't have obligations for work or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'd probably go to the Dominican Heritage Day
Okay.
because it's just the culture and it's a regular season game, and the Dolphins and Jaguars is a preseason game. But I'll be here, man. I'll be here for at least the post game and taking notes on all of our unsigned, our undrafted players and drafted players, and seeing how Channing Tindall is doing with the special teams. And Channing Tindall always shines in the third game of the preseason for some reason. Gives me hope, but doesn't see much playing time during the real season. Maybe Eric Ezukama. Have we cut him yet, or is he still on the team? Eric Ezukama.
I don't know.
He looks great in preseason, man. I ain't gonna lie.
They all do.
Vlad, you're there. You see, like you can see some of these guys in warm-ups. You think like they're gonna be all pro, and then the game starts and they're not all pro.
And then they play against real pros.
Man, I saw Cam Smith his rookie year in a preseason game against the Jaguars. I think he looked like he was the next best thing to Jalen Ramsey, and that might have been the highlight of his career. Maybe. Cam Smith looked great in that one preseason. His first preseason game as a rookie.
They all do.
I know.
I don't care about that, man.
Get my hopes
Get
up.
to the real stuff.
Let's get to the real stuff. It's getting real for our guy.
Who?
Terry Rozier.
Eh.
No, it's real when the federal government is investigating you. That gets pretty real.
Get Diddy lawyers.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, look, a single guy.
You know what's funny? I would have rather, as crazy as it sounds, be charged with what Diddy was than what Terry Rozier's been.
Okay, so this is what Terry Rozier is facing. The NBA's cleared him, although it looks like the NBA may want to go back and look into this because
Wait, they cleared him of the early charges.
Right.
They didn't know about these
Okay,
now new
that's what I'm saying.
charges.
There
Like
might-
this
there-
is
there
new
might be more.
evidence. Yeah.
federal government is investigating as a single bettor who was not available for comment when reached out to, they said. Well, wisely so. A single bettor in Biloxi, Mississippi. And if you've never been to Biloxi, Mississippi, don't put it on your list of places to go.
It ain't that beautiful.
It is
No,
an
no ma-
armpit of gambling.
No matter what Biloxi Blues, the movie tells you.
It is an armpit of gambling, okay? I'm from that area. I know. I can say it with pride. This seedy guy, I'm guessing he's a seedy character because he obviously had some seedy information, placed 30 bets, all unders, on a Terry Rozier in a game between the Charlotte Hornets and the New Orleans Pelicans. Those 30 bets were placed within 46 minutes of each other. And he didn't go up to the gate because the gate wasn't open yet. He went to a kiosk because, probably wisely so, figured that the casino at some point would say, nah, you can't place those types of bets. Doesn't do it from home. Doesn't do it from his phone. No, he does it at the kiosk with cameras and everything. And then to make it worse, all 30 unders bets hit, winning him over $13,000. That doesn't make it any worse. Terry Rozier plays less than 10
and
minutes.
I bet you his dumbass didn't even like he bought all the tickets at one time. He didn't like
He did it in 46 minutes.
no, but he cashed it in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Try to get all the money at one time instead of like
when you're
spreading it out.
Yeah, when you're thick-headed, you don't unthick-headed all of a sudden and, decide to cash tickets at different times and places. No. But this is what makes it even better for Terry Rozier. Not only did he only play about 9.5 minutes and left with foot soreness, 6 other sports books in multiple states have reported suspicious bets on that one game, on that one player. Okay, now we say where there's smoke, there's fire. I think we could say there's somewhere, whether Terry Rozier is part of this or not, there's fire. Somebody had some inside information and was distributing it to the masses, or at least to certain people. Holy goodness.
All I'm going to say, if it's his family,
shame on them. I could say that.
Maybe it was just a bad operation. But if you're telling your peoples and everybody was trying to hit that one night,
I'm laughing because it's so hard to just.
Like, you don't think they're gonna find out?
Fathom how stupid.
You don't think they're gonna find out?
I mean, as a 15-year-old kid, I would probably be wiser than this one guy in Biloxi. I'm sorry. Now, maybe in Biloxi at the time, you could only do it from the casino floor. You could only place those bets. That's what I'm guessing. But, dude, come on. And he put his largest on unders rebounds, they said. Which is like 5.5.
Right. But, Dan, if you know that I'm not playing but 10 minutes and I'm a guard, unless I'm gunning for those rebounds, you know I'm not getting those rebounds.
Man. Someone is going to go to jail for this. I don't know who, but I mean, there's obviously some crime that's been committed here. Obviously. There's just no way a guy bets.
Then I want to make an example out of somebody. So they have both Terry and Malik to make an example out of.
And, I mean, I hate to be like this, but the league does need to come down and as for lack of a better term, they need to get somebody because they need to set an example because you can't have a sport where players are openly or not even openly, but gambling, but shaving would be even nastier. That's what's scary. And I don't want to watch a sport where there's nastiness like that, shaving, because you never know. And especially people already discount the regular season in the NBA already. Just imagine if something like this doesn't become normalized, but is somewhat
I mean, what did you think Prize Picks was going to do?
Yeah, what did you think? You thought the gambling world was going to treat you right and that good things were going to come?
Like, and especially in Prize Picks, because if you're betting on a player, and you're betting like that, that means you got information from a player. Because everybody would ask you the same thing if you were betting on the game like that,
It's just... And I mean, just everything about it is just dirty. Like, it's a Hornets Pelicans game. It's a guy in Biloxi, Mississippi. It's all placed at a kiosk before it opens. There's suspicious activity in 6 other sports books, at least. It's all on the same player. Like, it's just, like I said, I'm a huge Pelicans fan. I sometimes don't even watch the Hornets Pelicans. It's just like, that's just a game that the fan bases are not very rabid. I'll just put it that way. Whew. That's just nasty. Kyle Stowers, though, he's nasty in a different type of way. He had a walk-off home run last night for the Marlins as they defeated the Royals 8-7. Sandy Alcantra, 6 innings, giving up 4 hits. Connor Norby did not play because he's out 6 to 8 weeks following wrist surgery. Fish and the Royals today at 4:00. It's Colombian Heritage Day. That one stings. We're not going. And I like how we're getting texts from people saying they're going. Like, of course they're going. It's Colombian Heritage Day. Why wouldn't you go? And Zach told us they sold out all of the special tickets for the jerseys and everything else like that, man. Good job by us. Dolphins, Jonas Savionaya, they have agreed to a 4-year fully guaranteed contract. He was our second round pick. We traded up for him in the second round to get him out of Arizona. The reason that we supposedly traded up for Jonas Savionaya is because we heard with the next pick, the New England Patriots were going to take him. And we wanted to fortify the ranks of the offensive line. So we shall see. The Heat beat the Bucks 93-92. Former FAU Vladimir Golden, he led the team with 18 points. Kasper Yakuchonis did not play. There's an article I saw in Miami Herald of Kasper Yakuchonis reflecting on his time in the Summer League. I haven't read it yet. I might not get to it. I don't know. We'll see. Reports are that Matthew Tkachuk may need surgery for a number of injuries that could keep him sidelined till around Christmas. The season begins October 7th, 5 p.m., Amerant Bank Arena against the Chicago Blackhawks. It is going to be the first game of the season and the first game of a triple header on ESPN.
Terrible scheduling.
Well, you got high school kids playing flag football right now on the flag and the flag. What do you call it? The worldwide leader of sports. Man, I thought I hated the Savannah Bananas.
Tough times, man.
I mean, can we put a minor league baseball game on? I mean, I'll watch the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. We signed a new pitcher too.
Who?
He's a 6'7" guy. Played for the Braves. He was previously with us. He's only made like 4 appearances in the majors. But, I'm starting to believe in this Peter Bendix and his, analytics and his, betting on science in baseball and not so much on players. I mean, Kyle Stowers, we have him for 7 years now.
We have him under club control. So I think his contract is only like 2 or 3 more years, but the Marlins are the only team that can send him an offer.
Club control. I like that. I love
Yeah.
the new terminology when you pretty much,
You're ours.
yeah, it rhymes with fave, but you're basically theirs.
This is what's interesting. The Marlins, we know they're not going to be buyers at the trade deadline, which is at the end of the month, by the way. But in a way, their way of buying would be not selling a lot.
I was going to say for the first time in my lifetime, I'm 20 years old, that the Marlins actually announced that they're not trading a player that is succeeding for them.
Oh, really?
He
It's a
got take Zach
miracle.
to a strip club. He's only 20 years old.
You can get in there. No problem.
All right, Zach. All
But
right.
I'm talking Kyle Stowers right here. Anyway, they're not trading him, and he's playing well. He's one of the best hitters in the league this year, as
Right.
crazy as that is. He's hitting almost 300 with
Jesus.
22 home runs.
You're 20?
He was 22.
Oh my
Kyle
God.
Stowers is
5
22?
home,
I'm
5 home
old enough-
runs in his last 2
Dude,
games.
I'm old enough to be Kyle Stowers' father.
He's 22?
Oh, Kyle Stowers, he's 26.
Okay.
I'm still old enough to be his father.
Man. All right. Well,
But no, you know what though? Even though they're not looking to trade,
that's like buying to me. Feels like
I
it.
think though, if you see what's going on with Sandy, wouldn't you want to kind of trade him to get prospects from another team?
I don't think Sandy goes out there and gives them a chance to win. The Marlins had 5 runs in the first
So
3 innings yesterday, and by the time that Sandy was out, it was a 1-run game.
So you're ready to say bye-bye to Sandy then.
I am.
So that's
I
what
am.
okay.
I don't
Okay.
know.
And it's unfortunate. Or he needs what they call like the phantom IL. He needs a little stint on there. Give him some
Ooh.
time off.
To shoot him some bail. They always say it's the second year after
I understand.
the comeback from Tommy John.
Maybe they see something they think Sandy's going to get back to form, but
I think it's just rust because like you said, it's always, we've been saying this consistently over the last month, is that it's always one inning that always gets him.
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
yesterday again was the 4th.
It's always,
And-
and it's usually the 4th, right? It's
Yeah.
always the 4th.
And
Zach
his
says there was a lot
issue-
of loud outs yesterday.
There were
too.
like in the first and second inning, there were like hard line drives to the warning track that were caught, and he gets out of the inning with no runs allowed. But he has he's still throwing a 98 fastball.
Okay.
He has his stuff.
It's
but
just
he's
no movement.
No, he's
It's
throwing it
just
over the plate.
straight, yeah.
And another issue of his coming off of Tommy John, I was reading this recently. They don't want to throw the curveball as much to put more stress on his arm.
Okay.
He was throwing more of a slider and a changeup that he hadn't used as much in the past. So I guess he doesn't have as much versatility.
Man.
So guys know what he's going to throw. He's a 3-pitch guy now instead of 4.
Okay. We'll see what happens with Sandy. Inter Miami, though, they face the New York Red Bulls tonight at 7:30. That is not at Chase Stadium, as previously thought by myself. Man, I was going to be surprised when we got there today, Vlad.
Cheapest ticket. I'm
Not me.
looking now because I was curious too. $194.
Yeah, New York for
In New
Messi.
York.
In New
Yeah.
York for
Yeah.
Messi in the summer?
Yeah, that's real, man. We got to find a way to get to some of these games. I got to also find out when their home schedule is because I have been all over the place with scheduling. I talked to a guy that worked for the Marlins at Duffy's and Plantation. I was like, man, you're never going to get a game. He's like, I got one tomorrow. I go, no, man, they're in Kansas City. He was like, no, bro, they're here. I'm pretty sure. And I was like, oh, man. Cameron Boozer. He was named Gatorade High School Basketball Player of the Year. Of course, Cameron Boozer, South Florida guy, Columbus High, 4 straight state championships with his brother, Caden, and they're both going to Duke. So congratulations. They won a national championship. Remember, they won the Chipotle National Championship, defeating Dynamo Texas, which was coached by Jermaine O'Neal.
I guess.
I thought they were going to flip to Miami. I really did.
I didn't, not with a name like Cameron. He's named after the arena. We'll see. There's always a good chance. Okay, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. A man in England recently tried the country's most expensive burger at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, and the cost was about $100 for that burger.
$100 for a burger, bro?
Gordon Ramsay.
Still, man. It's still
This guy could it be that good?
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know. Could it be that good? I don't know. Oh, Vlad, I haven't talked. Oh, let's go back to the Randy Moss thing that you talked about earlier this week. And I kind of talked about a little bit too. I want to talk about political and real and Tyreek Hill. Who's the best? Who's not the best? Who's politically the best? Who is real the best? And just everything else. Streets are talking about the best. And we're going to talk about it next here on 560 WQAM. So all-time great Randy Moss recently spoke with the Sun Sentinel and said Tyreek Hill, not even in the conversation as one of the greatest of all time. Then asked, who is the greatest of all time? He said, political answer, Jerry Rice. Real football talk, it is I, Randy Moss. Tyreek Hill, first of all, that's not really fair to say because Tyreek Hill doesn't have a full body of career. Full resume is still to be determined to say whether or not anybody is one of the greats of all time. But I could make a case for Tyreek Hill being one of the greats of all time. The speed, the somewhat durability, almost had 2,000 yards a couple seasons ago. Last year, kind of a rough one. Is this a case of Randy Moss just kind of being like it's just too early to really put that on?
I think if he was saying that, I think you would understand it, but he wasn't really kind of saying it like that. It was kind of more of a I don't think when you think about ideal wide receivers, you think of Tyreek. Tyreek has a speed part, but the height, build, stuff to that nature, you wouldn't think that. But then if you look at the numbers, that man has 11,000 yards in 9 seasons of football.
Right,
He's entering his 10th season. If he has a bounce back year, as we all think he will,
which we think he will,
in 2 years, if he averages 1,500 receiving yards, that man's going to have 15,000 yards. If you're 14,000 yards in the NFL, there's a 98% chance you'll be in the Hall of Fame.
And one thing Tyreek Hill has that Randy Moss doesn't?
Super Bowl ring.
There you go.
Right. So, yes. Now, if you're talking about is Tyreek Hill your prototypical wide receiver?
Absolutely not.
No. But he has a superpower that most players would love to have, especially for the position that he plays. And because of that superpower, he's been able to put up some crazy numbers. And I'll tell you this: if he's the first receiver to ever get 2,000 receiving yards,
and I could see it happening,
and I could see that happening because he's been close 2 times.
If he wouldn't have gotten hurt 2 years ago, that would have happened. The Tennessee Titans get us now, Vlad. The thing about Tyreek Hill, when you're saying his superpower, is his superpower football speed?
Yeah,
not just speed, because we know there's tons of guys that have all the speed in the world.
He's fast.
He's fast on the football field,
on and off, but he definitely has fast.
Yeah, so he definitely has that going, and he definitely has the ability to get open. He definitely has the ability to go out there and catch passes. Even in a bad year last year, he had over 950 yards. That was in a year where he had Tyler Huntley, Tim Boyle, Skylar Thompson, sometimes Tua Tagovailoa throwing to him. His over-under, which, we've been doing over-unders all day, mostly unders, is 985 this season for yards. You got to figure he's going to bounce back. Even with his worst season, he was right there. So they're saying he's going to have another worse season. I don't know. The thing I see about Tyreek Hill, and I'm not going to say he's going to finish his career as a Dolphin, but I could see him playing for a long time, Vlad. So he is going to have a long.
I don't know about that.
I could.
No, because I don't think
he's one of those guys that
he's one of no. He's a headache, and after a while, once you start getting older, and your talent, that superpower is not that much of a superpower. It's still a power, but the others have that power as well. You're not going to be.
Yeah, but there's always going to be that team midway through the season.
Yeah,
needs a receiver.
If he's 27, 28, but he's 30, 31 going. He's entering his this may be his last big contract.
I mean, Ricky Williams was a problem.
Ricky just wanted to smoke. Ricky wanted to smoke some weed.
That was a problem for them in the league at that time.
That's not a major problem.
It wasn't. It was for the league at that time.
But even the league knew it wasn't a major problem. It was just
saying.
But I'm just saying. Yeah, but you know what?
They always found a way to get him on a team.
Well, but there comes a time when the headache's not worth the talent. The trouble's not worth the talent. And he's getting to that. He's into his 10th season. So that means you've done 10 years. You've been.
Once again, Vlad, we love Tyreek Hill.
You only love him because he's in your uniform right now and you want him to play well.
When he's catching 2,000 yards,
right? But
craziness. We love the cell phone.
Right, but then, but guess what? You can't. But I can also say there's not a guarantee he's going to get 2,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying. When you're only catching 950 yards, so he's walking out on his team. He needs to shut up. He's getting in problems off the field.
So then that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the talent's not worth the trouble.
So,
and now when you're entering your 10th season, your troubles outweighing the talent Before, the talent outweighed the trouble. Now they've equaled out, and it's starting to look like the trouble's gonna win.
Right. Well, look at Odell Beckham Jr. He's the perfect example of that. It's funny and cute when he's catching a lot of passes. Then it's like, is he worth the trouble? Then it's like, we don't want him. And then last year,
I mean, I get what you're saying, but their circumstances are a little bit different. Even though Odell is a star and you always got to worry about outside stuff, it's not outside stuff other than that airplane incident where that can happen anytime.
I mean, handing out money in the LSU locker room.
That's nothing. He was come on, bro. Relax with that. That's nothing.
He was happy.
So he was happy. So he was handing out money to his alma mater. What was that?
He was more than just
what? So what? He was blitzed?
He was ecstatic.
He was blitzed.
He was ecstatic.
What, you saying he's on
the
E?
Saints? On the Saints.
You saying why? He was on Molly or on E?
There was reports from people that I know in the locker room that he was very ecstatic over the win.
Bro, what? He was on E. So what? It's not like he's playing on E.
You could do that too.
I would advise that.
You don't know. It might help your game.
I don't know. You might like getting tackled.
Well, who's the guy who's a Florida game? Oh, that felt good.
Oh my God, he's been hit hard. No, he's not hit hard. No, he's rolling hard.
Mouthpiece is just.
He's rolling hard.
Mouthpiece is just chewed to it.
By the way, that would not be good to take an E pill and go play football.
Sweating like.
Not only that, you'd be sweating, but if you get hit and then but you're the E just hitting you right at that moment, they might be thinking you're spazzing out, like while your eyes is just
wow.
Yeah, but who cares?
Was it Percy Harvin that said he used to show up at games high? I was like, how do you do it?
You can show up high on weed.
Some people it helps them focus.
Yeah, you can show up high on weed.
I have no problem with that.
But I'm not saying to take no E pill now. That's wilding, man.
It's a tough enough game as it is.
You get a happy pill, the happy face pill is over. The double stack, Rap City.
What about a triple stack?
Oh, now you trying to? You're not even
Going
playing.
to a different place.
You're not even trying to play. You're definitely not playing.
That'd be hilarious, man. That would be hilarious at all.
You'd be swimming with Dolphin Denny.
Oh man, but no, Tyreek Hill, I think he has a long career, and I think after I do. I really do.
I think he's in his 10th season, right?
I think he's got a long way to go.
When you're saying a long way to go, what are you talking about? Another 5 years?
Maybe another 4 to 5 years, and then another 2 or 3 years where he's joining some team like midway through the season or a contender or something like that. Because they figure they'll put up with it for
the trouble's not worth it. Dan,
there's one crazy team that's going to be like, you know what?
No,
maybe he's worth it.
No, there might be a championship team that has like $6 million. Wait, and then how much you paid him?
$4 million.
You're right, and he fleeced you.
The average is about $333,000 a catch.
He fleeced you.
Got that big first down against the Rams.
He fleeced you.
Big. Speaking of betting overs, I bet that over that day. I bet that he had over 1.5 catches. He caught 2, and it was the first down that won the game. Was it worth $4 million to beat the Rams? Probably not. Probably not.
He fleeced you.
Yeah, you were right. I was wrong. Thought he was going to be a very solid third receiver for the Miami.
But I don't think what Randy said about him is bad.
So
I just think he doesn't look at himself. He doesn't look at Tyreek. I think he's looking at the stature, built, and everything like that. If you were say you were forming a team, you were the general manager, and you were looking at, you had the selection at wide receiver. I don't think Tyreek would be your first pick.
Yeah,
you would probably take Randy. You look at Randy.
That does kind of hurt. Even in today's NFL, if you could take any receiver from any team, who would you take first?
Like put it this way. Here's a great question.
Where would you?
If I give you Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, and Tyreek Hill, who you taking first?
I mean, Tyreek Hill's probably going to be taken last.
Guess what? And the greatest wide receiver might be taken fourth.
I hate to even be like this. And once again, I love Tyreek Hill. He's our guy. If you could draft, or you were a general manager, you could take any receiver in the NFL right now, who would you take
You're
first?
taking JJ or Chase.
Right.
You're taking one of the two less LSU guys.
Right. Yeah. So
you might take a third LSU guy. Some people love Malik Neighbors that well.
Yeah. All three of those guys, tops in the league. All from
right. But you're definitely taking JJ or Chase.
Yep.
So,
but let's say this. Who are the only people we can say right now that are playing in the NFL that are all-time greats. You can say it about Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Anybody else in the NFL right now?
Saquon.
You think he's an all-time great running back?
Saquon and Derrick Henry are 2 all-time greats.
Ooh.
Derrick Henry has a
Derrick
chance.
Henry's big. Yeah.
Derrick Henry has a chance to get to Emmett.
Wow. Then you can't even argue with an all-time leading rusher in the NFL in an age that we
Dude,
don't
do you
run that
understand that he ran for 1918? He ran for 1,918 yards last year.
Is there anybody else? Saquon, I would say once again, he's the guy that Tyreek Hill. We need to see a little bit more.
Derrick Henry, like if you look at
Derrick
his,
Henry, I'll go.
If you look at his running back numbers, you're like with that offense that he's in, he can get another 1,500 yards, another 2 seasons.
I'll give you that. I'm willing to say Derrick Henry's an all-time great. Even
Derrick Henry's an all-time great.
Aaron Rodgers an all-time great.
Yeah,
Aaron is all-time
right.
great.
Aaron Rodgers is an all-time great.
But I mean,
I like.
But
him.
that's because he's just still currently active. But if you're talking, Patty,
Travis
Josh,
Kelce.
17 is all-time. 17 and 8 are all-time greats, man. Look, the numbers. I looked at Lamar's numbers last year. Lamar's numbers was silly. It was silly.
I have no doubt Lamar Jackson is going to be an all-time great. I just once again need Tyreek Hill. I need a little more time.
I think if you win 2 MVPs and you're still putting up silly,
good argument.
Video game numbers.
That's a good argument.
17 is great, man. Josh Allen's he's a bona fide.
Ready to go all-time great though? I think he needs to continue to write his story though.
I think you're gonna write their story, but I think they're gonna end up like all the 90s NBA, all the 90 NBA Hall of Famers who had to play in a conference and in an era with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You know what I mean?
We don't call people by their real names.
When they put belt to ass on you for such a long time, you call them by their proper
But I'm talking about players now that you're willing to say, not when it's all said and done. Right now, you can without
right now
say they're all-time great.
Yes, July 19th?
Yes, you're gonna say that Josh Allen is an all-time great.
I think Josh Allen's an all-time great.
I still need to say. I say Derrick Henry, Aaron Rodgers,
Patrick Mahomes,
Travis Kelce,
Saquon Barkley.
I just can't say that yet.
I think Saquon is, bro. I don't. There is.
I think after all said and done,
I think right now Saquon's an all-time great.
Who is somebody that should be an all-time great right here, right now? Not when everything's said and done. 305-567-0560. You can also jump up on the YouTube and Twitch. We're just talking about football. We're not talking about basketball, of course. We all know if we're talking basketball, there's someone we can call maybe the greatest of all time, still playing in the NBA. And we're not talking about Terry Rozier and the all-bookie team that he's a part of. We're talking about LeBron James. But yeah, so
Chris Jones.
Okay.
Do we have any kickers?
Nah,
no, Justin Tucker's not in the league.
We can't. No.
We're not touching. What about Harrison Butker?
Harrison Butker's an all-time great.
I mean,
but I'm worried for him because there is no position where you go from being like guaranteed to like then a kicker. Because Vinatieri, we thought Vinatieri was like money all the time. Then you started seeing Vinatieri. It's just, he missed this field goal to the left, missed this field goal to the right, short from 48. It gets nasty. Justin Tucker. Now, it might have been because there were other things on his mind, but Justin Tucker went from being the greatest kicker ever to, you got to get to the 40. You got to get, he can only hit from 40 and 45 now. He can't hit from 50.
Hey, father time.
Guess what? Isn't it funny now? You don't have to worry about your kicker down here. Jason Sanders, like legit
money, man. Anything within 50 yards, we're good to go. Vlad, people are chiming in on the greatest of all time. 305-567-0560. Also, you can jump on the YouTube and Twitch.
Greatest of all time.
We're gonna find out. Some people are talking about people that should be the greatest. Some
you're talking about currently greatest of all time?
If they deserve the moniker of greatest, one of the greatest of all time.
Listen, because if somebody's had 2 great years, then you can't do nothing. He said just that player's had 2 great years. And what Dan is saying, Dan's parameters are, we're not projecting. We're just saying as of right now.
Because we already know,
then that means you got to look at players that played at least 5 years or more.
Yeah, you have to have somebody.
It can't be somebody of recent. So we don't want to hear no Jaden Daniels, no CJ Stroud type numbers, no, Puka Nacua, none of that. You know what? Matthew Stafford right now is an all-time great.
You're gonna go with all-time great?
Yeah. Matthew Stafford's an all-time great.
I'll reflect on that one, and we'll talk about it next. We also have a little something or nothing, so keep it locked right here. This is Sports AM 560 WQAM. Okay, I'll have to re-listen to it. I missed it. I don't know.
Actually, Nas is on the new Raekwon album,
Nas is keeping it going.
and he goes at Jimmy. He goes at Jim Jones.
Oh, I thought it was going
Not Jimmy Butler or Jimmy Garcia here.
Okay.
Menthols, no.
Because Jimmy Butler does country music. He stays out of all that.
Yeah.
He's from Texas. I think he's from East Texas, to be exact. I can't believe Big Face Coffee is still open.
Why would you think it'd stop?
Because who's going to spend $20 on a cup of coffee?
People in California, San Francisco.
Very big. It's very big on the IG, as they say.
Oh, all right.
It's supposed to have one of the best matchas in South Florida. If you want to spend $15 on a matcha, that's your business. Scotty Scheffler is wheeling and dealing at the Open.
What did he? He just finished his round.
He was up earlier. We were up. He's up by 4 strokes.
Four strokes going into Sunday is pretty comfortable for Scotty Scheffler.
That's something right there.
Oh man, he shot 4. Wow, so he shot a
67.
He shot 4 under, 14 under.
I don't know about you, but I like Scotty Scheffler, man.
Well, here's the thing though.
Uh-oh.
Scotty's definitely gonna win because Scotty's just the best damn golf player in the game right now and has been for the last 3 years.
Respect.
But Rory had a great round today. He shot 5 under.
He's still 6 strokes back.
He's still 6 strokes back, but there's going to be a heavy fan base out there at Northern England for Rory, Rory to win. For him to pull off the comeback. But I love the fact that Scotty Scheffler, after that press conference he had early in the week when he was talking about winning and, it doesn't control his mind anymore. And he's just proving with just 3 great rounds of golf, leading the Open Championship by 4, and has a good chance of winning. I won't be shocked if he shoots like 6 under tomorrow and gets 20.
He might wear red like Tiger and come out there and just go at him.
But yeah, awesome performance. Other big names that are in the top 10: Xander Schauffele.
He's in the top 10.
Yeah, he's the defending champion. He's 8th right now. He's 7 under through 3 rounds. He shot 5 under today, and that's pretty much it. Wyndham Clark, American, 5 under. He shot 5 under today as well.
Nice. All right, well, we've got the WNBA All-Star game tonight at 8:30 on ABC. Something or nothing.
I guess it's something to watch. I mean,
What do we got, Zach?
I have some friends. It's up in Indianapolis, so I have friends that are around there.
Timeout.
So,
you mean the All-Star game? Both All-Star games were in Indianapolis this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For basketball, I guess.
In every other state, it's just basketball.
Exactly. 49 other states. But so I have friends who are looking. I don't think they were too interested in going, but the tickets dropped about $70 each when Caitlin Clark was announced not
active.
That she wasn't. Yeah,
right.
she wasn't
coaching or whatever. Well, these All-Star games are crazy now. Even baseball's crazy.
I guess it's something. The Marlins start at 4:00, so after that, maybe I'll turn it on for a bit.
I know you're excited about this one, Vlad. Tyler, the Creator, new album, "Don't Tap the Glass," out Monday. Something or nothing.
Something, because Tyler had a great verse on that Clips album. So PLO. PLO, Kilo.
They have a couple songs on there that have like acronyms.
Yeah, so yeah, PLO was great. So yeah, I'm not upset if Tyler comes out with another album.
I don't love Tyler, the Creator. I'm gonna give you nothing there.
Mm-hmm. Saw Metallica. They saved Tomorrowland in Belgium. Vlad, do you know about this? So Tomorrowland,
is that a concert, a festival?
Nah, Tomorrowland's more of a festival than a concert.
Right.
It's what we're talking about, getting excited, ecstatic about events.
It's one of those
it's kind of like a Burning Man of Europe.
So it's like a Winter Music Conference, but for rock and roll?
Right. Well, yeah, and not so much. They had some issues with their music and their DJing. Metallica had some equipment, decided to play the festival. Not exactly the crowd, but people were feeling it, so they're good.
Yeah, so it wasn't their target demographic.
Right.
But they got paid big money to come perform.
Well, the thing is, no, the soundstage and that kind of fell apart at the festival, and Metallica had some extra equipment, brought it in and played.
Yeah, the stage caught on fire. The main stage.
Talk about Burning Man, Europe.
Okay.
Imagine if you're at one of those festivals and you're feeling it, and Metallica comes out. I'd be down for that. Wherever I may roam, I'm just saying.
Okay.
9 Inch Nails releasing their first single in 6 years. It's part of the Tron Ares soundtrack. Guess who's starring in Tron Ares? One Jared Leto. Is that something or nothing?
Somebody was telling me they saw the Tron trailers and they think it's all right.
That's a winning combo for me, man.
You like Jared Leto?
9 Inch Nails, Jared Leto, Tron. I like that, man.
I like that last Tron.
I did with Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. They back-aged Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Now, the first Tron, I was way too young for that.
I watched it when I was older. I got it.
My
It was
brother
good.
thought it was cool.
Yeah, anything, futuristic and robotic and all that. Yeah.
Zach, are you going to watch all the trilogy of the Trons?
Definitely not. I don't know if I have any interest at all. I don't even have an opinion on these guys.
9 Inch Nails, though, man. Come on. Justice. They have announced a world tour. They're coming to the Kaseya Center Sunday, November 16th. Vlad, something or nothing.
Who
Justice
is coming to where?
Kaseya Center.
When?
November 16th, which is a Sunday.
Who's Justice again?
Okay. Zach,
Nothing.
man, I might be the only person that is slightly thinking about going to this concert.
Justice? Who the hell?
That's another ecstatic type band or group that you would like to see. You get ecstatic to go see them.
Yeah.
And you feel the music, Vlad.
No, I don't need that. I'm good.
I think you would like it.
I think I don't.
You think you don't?
I think I don't.
I love it. I love a good ecstatic crowd. Everyone just so nice into the music. Kind of something weird. There's been a sex extortion or a sextortion scandal that has shook a Thai Buddhist community. Apparently the leader was, leading them in different ways. Is that something or nothing?
That's something.
No.
In a Buddhist community?
Buddhists, yeah. Catch some Zen.
He was catching more than Zen.
A little unusual, I would assume.
I don't know much about the Thai Buddhist community, but
is that peace?
It's something right there. I didn't think that
It's
the men
peace,
and the
right?
women could touch each other, though.
No.
Oh, no. I just thought about what I said. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
A New York man. He was pulled into an MRI machine as he walked by the MRI machine and was wearing a chain. Something or nothing.
He was pulled in by the MRI machine because he was wearing a chain?
He was wearing a chain.
What kind? That must be a strong
You gotta have that
MRI
chain.
machine.
Oh, yeah, that chain, man.
Oh, yeah? I don't know. I mean, something, I guess, never wear chains when you're going by MRI. We never thought never heard of that.
I
Okay.
guess so. That's something.
That's something.
Oh, man. Have you ever had an MRI?
Yeah.
I'm scared, man.
And I told them right before, like 2 seconds in, I gotta do a standing MRI. I can't be in that tube on my back for like 20 minutes. Nah.
It's scary.
It's scary. And I start getting what you call it? Claustrophobic.
You are claustrophobic. The only thing you're scared of is that for some reason there's something possibly in your body that might go against the MRI.
Yeah, dude, you can do it.
A myriad of things.
You can do it standing up.
And all you're doing the whole time is thinking about how this could go wrong.
Dude, and then, here's some headphones. No, bro, no. The space, my nose and air and something.
And then to make it better, you have to sit absolutely still.
I got to sit still where I can't move. And there's just this little space of air. I can't do that.
Zach, have you had an MRI?
Luckily, I have not. I'm gonna knock on.
No,
wood and hope I
if you
never-
do, Zach, if you do, tell them you want a standing MRI.
One of my roommates one time he had to take Valium before he went in because he was too fidgety.
Think about it. You think you could put an MRI? You think you could do an MRI with offensive linemen, defensive tackles like that?
No,
there's no absolute no
big.
possible way.
Too big.
Exactly. And if they come on, man, nah,
So just be careful with chains and MRIs.
I don't get why they can't build a bigger MRI for you to lie down in. Why it's got to be so tight like that.
Yeah, you think technology.
You would have thought technology would be like, oh, okay, you got space. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I could put a charger in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, wait a minute. How come flights to like other countries, to Europe, to Japan, they give you a bed that looks like an MRI machine? Why can't you get one of those?
I don't know.
You never hear anybody saying that, they can't breathe in one of those. They're like, oh no, I had my own bed. I had my own, That's what they need to do. But nah, bro.
You know how much we bag on the Savannah Bananas? Zach may have the skills to be part of the Savannah Bananas. We're going to talk about that next.
Oh, jeez.
On 560 WQAM. Marlins walk off Kansas City Royals yesterday. Kyle Stowers does it again. Home run in extra innings. Marlins playing some really good baseball. Not the Savannah Bananas, though. Marlins playing real baseball. But yesterday, Zach Horowitz was at the game, and you had yourself a nice little moment.
I did. It was in the first inning, the first batter of the game. Vlad, I caught a foul ball in the air.
Wait. Where were you sitting?
Third base line above the Marlins dugout.
So was this opposite field? Was this a pull?
Yeah,
So
it
this was a
little
left
flare.
hand. Who was the hitter? Bobby Witt?
No, he's a righty. I
No.
think it was Vinny Pasquantino. I think that's top of the order. So
Vinny Pass.
yeah, a little flare, took a catch. So anyway, that
No
was
rebound. Straight
nothing.
catch.
Straight catch. And then in the third inning, so after
So if you were at the Savannah Bananas, that would have been an out.
that would have been an out. It
Okay.
would have been an out from the crowd. Yeah. So, but we're not playing banana ball, they
Good,
say.
thank goodness.
I need some input from the two of you and maybe some of our comments as well. In the third inning, after the third out is made, they throw the ball into the crowd. Otto Lopez, so the Marlins shortstop, made the third out and threw it in the crowd, and it was coming right at me. It would have been the second one of the game. But a guy who was about, I would say 50 years old,
Let's say 60.
This is
took
funny.
out his glove and caught the ball that was coming right towards my hands. So first of all, maybe I should have tried to get in front of him and catch it. But anyway, what is the age? I think my ball that I caught, I should have kept. There was a kid in my row as well that was probably 6 years old, standing right behind the 50-year-old guy. So what is the age that, one, you should stop bringing a glove to the game, and two, that you need to give the ball away?
Young Zach, I am very happy you asked this question because your uncles Vlad and Dan actually experienced this the last time we went to a Marlins game.
Oh, yeah.
And this was actually the worst part. This is the worst. What's the word I'm looking for, Dan?
I mean, I'm thinking the dehumanization.
Right.
the-
Well,
the
okay.
man
It's
card
the
that got
worst.
taken away.
It's the worst. All right. If it's a parent and a child, and that parent's trying to do that, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? But when it's a guy trying to impress a young lady or just a lady, that's annoying. So you got to be 40. You can't bring a glove anymore.
Yeah.
You can't bring a glove unless you have a child. The only way you can bring a glove past the age of 40 if you have a child. And the child has to range from the ages of 2 to 9. That is it.
I'll go younger. You got to be like.
That is it, right?
But you get past 25.
But if you have children, you're gonna have to bring.
Because you want to protect.
You want to protect, and if you catch it and give it to the child, you do that.
But yeah, you should
Okay.
never bring a glove.
So
to a game as an
children.
adult.
So for the 50-year-old, you have to have a child, your child or a grandchild. That you got to have a child in order to be 40 and up to have a glove. Is that agree? That
I agree.
okay?
I'm in.
Is that okay? So that's it.
Yeah.
Second, if you are a person who already has one foul ball, I think you should get as many foul balls and many baseballs as you can. There should be no limit. There should be no limit.
You're feasting.
You're feasting. Guess what? You catch him, you got him. But don't be that annoying fan who begs the player every half inning to the point that the player finally gives you the ball. And then when it's that time when they're supposed to do promotions and then they throw in baseballs, you're boxing out little kids to get more extra balls. That's what happened to us when we went to the Marlins game last time. Some guy got a. I mean, who was the right fielder? Was it Jesus Sanchez?
Jesus Sanchez.
He
yes.
just, Zach, when I'm telling you,
English, Spanish, French,
every language. I think he even spoke to him in Dutch. It was crazy. He just wanted the ball, and Jesus finally gave it to him in the bottom of the 7th.
No, it was embarrassing because the guy, he threw it right at him,
and he dropped
it, and his girlfriend had to wrestle with all the other people and get his ball for him, and then he took it from her.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing.
To take pictures to show everybody as if like he caught it. It was disgusting.
But to your point, once you're like out of even in college, you don't need. Yeah, out of high school.
No, wait a minute. As a kid, as a
you don't need to bring a glove.
No.
Unless you're protecting your kids. Number two, I'm the type of person that if it's a home run ball or like a foul ball that you catch, that's a live action ball, that's for you. If it's a Otto Lopez tossing it into the crowd, I give it to a kid, man. If the kid's near me, I'm not going to go searching for a kid, but
he was right behind, and the kid had a glove. 6-year-old kid with a glove.
That's embarrassing.
And the 50-year-old guy reaches up. It was coming right to my hand. So it was the guy, then me, and then the kid in the row behind. So there were 3 rows of us. And the guy reaches up and catches the ball over his head and keeps it for himself.
Yeah. I would give the throwaway ball I give to the kids. Like if it's a home run ball or a foul ball, or maybe if your favorite player is Otto Lopez, and he is one of my favorite players on the Marlins, maybe that might be acceptable to not give it to a kid because it's your favorite player. But yeah, he probably should have just given it to the kid, man. But Vlad says keep it.
No, you should keep it.
I mean, it's your prerogative. I'm one of these guys. If the opposing team hits a home run and I catch that home run ball, I'm not throwing it back onto the field. I don't care what stadium. I don't care what the crowd is saying to me.
That's dumb. I'm not throwing it back out.
You off.
What does throwing it back out mean? That the run doesn't come off?
Nope.
The runs doesn't come off. You throwing that ball back out.
If the crowd is jeering me, I will flip them off and be like, I'm keeping this ball.
And you know what that also proves to me? You may also forget and not realize this might be a home run of value.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Oh, about that. So the guy yesterday on the Kansas City Royals, John Rave was his name. He was batting like 128 going to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So he hit 2 home runs. So the guy who caught it, I saw this on Twitter, or X, we should call it. It was caught in center field by a guy who was at his first ever baseball game from Italy. And so, they do like a trade to give the guy the ball back. So he got 4 signed hats, 4 signed baseballs, and a signed bat, and meeting up with the guy, with John Rave, to give him trade out the ball. The guy from Italy in his first game.
I'm telling you, man, America's the land of opportunity. Catch a fly ball at a baseball game, meet the players and stuff. Now, we don't know how long this guy's going to be in the league. He doesn't seem like he's that great, but if he keeps hitting like he did against Sandy Alcantara, whew.
Damn.
Hey, man, good luck. The closest I've ever come to catching a ball was that time, Vlad, you and I and Carol and Terry at a center field. The home run ball came right next to us. I've been at so many baseball games. I've never really come close to catching a ball. So you did better than me, Zach.
I've caught some. I've gone in the past, like when I was younger for batting practice. I think the most I caught was 4 on the fly. Like I brought my glove. I caught the home run.
Oh,
but never in a game. Yesterday was the first time.
Live action game.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, but that one guy that harassed Jesus Sanchez for like 6 innings.
That was terrible.
And then dropped it when he threw it to him. And his lady had to, she was like wrestling and grappling with the guys to get his ball that he dropped. And then he took it from her and started taking pictures with it. It's like, that's very emasculating, man. That's very emasculating. And then he caught a second one.
But the second one, he took it from a kid.
Yeah. That guy was a winner, man. His girl was nice too.
His girl was real nice. And I'm like, she must really like you, because I know girls that look at you like, you kind of lame. And you taking pictures, like he was acting like a girl, like taking selfies and the whole nine.
And he wasn't young.
No, he was an old man.
He was at least like 55, 60.
Just nasty work. Nasty.
Embarrassing. Kyle Stowers did hit that walk-off home run. The Marlins defeated the Royals 8-7.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, man, that would have been a game. Fish faced the Royals again today at 4-10. Of course, Connor Norby not with the team. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with wrist surgery. Yesterday could, although we don't think it will, theoretically be Sandy Alcantara's last game as a Marlin, although the Marlins have kind of said they're not trading anybody. So we'll see. Of course, say one thing, do another. We'll see. We've been talking about this all day. We're just going to go through it again because it just sounds so crazy. Terry Rozier details, reports have come out. These aren't just sources. These aren't whispers. These are actual reports that a better place 30 unders bets on Terry Rozier on the morning of March 23rd, 2003 for a game he played for the Charlotte Hornets against the New Orleans Pelicans. All the bets were winners as he exited the game just 10 minutes into it due to foot soreness. At least 6 other sports books in multiple states have cited suspicious betting on Rozier that day. I kept reading the article thinking like maybe just suspicious betting in general, but no. It's specifically to Terry Rozier, all the weird betting.
Damn.
And all the weird wins. and everything that went on with it. It's just wow. So the guy places 30 unders bets on Terry Rozier in the span of 46 minutes at a kiosk.
How bad are you feeling? 46 minutes?
I'm guessing it takes about a minute or two to process some of
But
these
wait a
bets.
minute. It's 9:30 in the morning. Why don't you write this down and then just come in and just do it? Like, there
Well,
are
he won't
just
do it.
ways.
I'm guessing he wouldn't do it in person because eventually the casino would be like, no, we can't accept your bets anymore because you obviously have some insider information. This guy was thick-headed, man, featherhead. You know, it's like, someone's going to jail. I don't know who, but someone's going to jail.
Oh, it's who's going to jail.
Is it going to be Terry Rozier?
I think so.
I don't know if they can prove that he did anything wrong technically. At least not yet.
They're going to prove that he did something wrong, bro.
You think? Maybe, but
absolutely. Somebody's going to snitch.
Maybe a source.
Once they hear his Fed, they got to do Fed time. Somebody's snitching. They're like, how did you know all of this?
Man.
Well, Terry told us everything he was going to do.
Yeah, man. It doesn't help Terry Rozier's case that he left the game around the 10-minute mark into the game with foot soreness. That does not help his case.
I mean, that sounds like somebody that knew, okay, I'm not playing much at all today, so I can definitely put a wager down.
I mean, dude. I mean, even this guy that put 30 unders bets, throw in a couple losers for like
you gotta
$5
throw in the
just to make
losers just to make it look like, all right, this guy, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Just throw in a couple $5 bets. You're about to make $13,000, losing two $5 bets. That's okay, man. No, all winners. Nothing to see here. No. Like, really, it was your lucky day. Oh, goodness.
Nobody's that lucky, my guy.
Nope. Sorry. Nope. Not happening. Dolphins signed Jonah Savannah. They have agreed to a 4-year fully guaranteed contract. That's the new trend. In sports, second and third round guys are starting more and more likely to get fully guaranteed contracts.
What you say, 4 or 3?
4-year.
Right. So, but remember, that's all they can get is 4 years.
Right.
So
I'm saying fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed is better, yeah.
Because they used to not do that for anybody in the second, third round.
Most of it is guaranteed, yeah.
But most of it is, yeah. Samorian Wingo has committed to the U. The 4-star prep athlete chose Miami over Florida and South Carolina. So more great recruits for Mario Cristobal, keeping everybody home too. Because St. Augustine guy, we're happy to have him.
Yeah, two receivers in the top 15 now.
Oh, wow.
The class
for next year.
Yeah.
And then, as we know, Vlad is really excited about the 2027 class because we already are number 1 in that early ranking.
And this guy, Samorian Wingo, he's a 3-sport athlete. He averages 17 in basketball.
Oh, okay.
We could use him put him on the end of the bench.
Hey, man, Jay Lucas got us coming up, man. Early projected bubble team this year. If that means anything, because the NCAA is eventually going to expand the tournament to 100 teams. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It's one of those things. What is college football? I was doing yesterday. 14. The top 14 teams.
12.
I was trying to.
Did they change it? Or aren't they changing it?
Last year was the first year with the 12-team playoff.
Right. Aren't they expanding it to 14?
So they're either going to expand it or take away. You know, there's like auto bids. If you win your conference championship, you're automatically in.
Like, because the SEC wants to just.
Right.
So
there's a deal. Like, so the Big Ten would get 3 teams in.
Right.
The SEC would get 3. Yeah. And then, so if you're a smaller school, you have 1 or 2 chances, which is not right.
I was trying to go through my head and remember who Notre Dame defeated on the way. They beat Indiana, of course. They beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And then was it within the national championship game?
Yeah, they lost to Ohio State.
So those were the 2 teams they beat. Okay, because I couldn't remember if it was 3 to get into the national championship or 2. So top 12 teams. Yeah, man, this year, the U, they got to get in. Let's get it.
So both the Big Ten and the SEC disagreed on the 16-team format. So they're still with it. They're still going with the 12.
Right, it's still 12.
But all right.
Also, the rankings throughout the year is the AP poll. And that's like, so the AP top 25 each week. And then college football, then the playoff. Once you get to week 9 or week 10, they start doing the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah.
So anything before that just does not matter at all. You could be ranked 4th in the country and then you're out of the top 12.
Right.
When you get to the playoff.
I just roll with the punches now, man. I try not to make sense of anything with football, and any of the sports. It's just,
Just got to win.
just keep winning. That's all you got to do. Do that. And if you are going to lose at an opportune time, because we all know. Oh yeah, we're getting some texts in. My guy Baldecki just said Notre Dame also beat Penn State. Yeah, I thought at some point they did beat Penn State. So it was Indiana, Penn State, then it was Georgia.
Penn State was to get into the
National championship. Man, look at Kevin Franklin. Or what's his name?
James Franklin. Yeah, baby, you come on. Who called it? Who called it first? Who called it first?
He's gonna be at Penn State.
Dan, who called it first? I said who did I say? The college football playoff picture.
James Franklin, by far, it helps him.
Who it benefits the most? It would be James
I'm surprised
Franklin.
they got to the Final Four, man.
But that's what I'm saying. It benefits them the most. All they got to do, they can lose one game all year, as long as they're part of the top 12, or if it's another top 14 or 16, if they add more playoff teams. All they got to do is win a game in the college football playoff, and then he can go to the board of trustees, and then all of them say, look what I've done. I got you guys in the postseason and we won a game.
And the Big Ten is rather weak. I'm obviously a Big Ten student here, but I mean, there's Penn State, there's now Oregon, and then there's kind of like everyone else. There's Indiana, which is not, I'm not going to tell you they're
SC's not going to make a move this year.
I don't know.
They got the number one recruiting class, and Wisconsin's really fallen off, man. I don't know how that program
Wisconsin, same with Iowa. They're just not that good.
I don't know how that happened, but it happened. So Adam Baldecki, thank you for that. Notre Dame beat Penn State. Also, my guy Seth Gelman texts in. Unfortunately, the guy that was wearing the chain by the MRI machine, he died when he got sucked into the MRI machine, which once again stands for you, Vlad. We got to stay away from MRI machines. He got choked out.
Just take off your chain, bro.
I mean, I just steer clear of MRI machines too.
Just take off your chain. It's not that hard.
Inter Miami, they're facing the New York Red Bulls tonight at 7:30. That is in New York. And Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson's shoulder is okay. He has been cleared for practice. Dolphins, of course, face the Colts week 1 in Indy, September 7th at 1 o'clock. Tonight, 8:30 in Indy. It is the WNBA All-Star game.
Team Clark versus Team Collier.
Yes, that is correct.
Open Championship round 3.
Oh,
finished.
That's right.
It is over. And leader is still one Scotty Scheffler, who led after the second round.
4 strokes.
He shot 4 under today, 67. He has a 4-stroke lead over Hao Tong Lee.
He's a Chinese national.
Matt Fitzpatrick, who was in the last group with Scotty Scheffler this afternoon.
Are you watching the fight tonight? Holloway versus Poirier.
I am watching both fights. Fitzpatrick's 9 under. He's 5 strokes back. And then tonight we do have UFC and we have boxing. We have for the BMF, the baddest mofo out there, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier in 3. This is their 3rd fight. This is the ending of the trifecta. And apparently Mr. Poirier is being led to the ring, to the octagon by one young Dwayne Carter, aka Little Wayne, better known as Weezy F Baby. So he gets to finally perform in a big event in New Orleans.
Yeah, it's his last fight in his hometown.
So Wayne gets to do that.
I'm scrolling down ESPN.com and college football. It says Big Ten preview. Can Penn State finally break through?
No, come on, man.
That's not James Franklin's job. James Franklin's job is to get you right.
No, he was the job. That would have been a great question if the college football playoff picture format didn't happen.
Yeah.
He was
the thing I love about him is he's so predictable. He's going to win every game he's supposed to win. He's going to lose every game he's supposed to lose. He's never going to give you that big signature win. Like, how did they do it? Nope.
And not only does he not have to lose one game to still get in, he could lose 2 games to still get in. So he could lose to Michigan, Ohio State, and still get in. Somebody's going to be like, oh, Penn State, I know they lost to Michigan and then Ohio State, but they're still one of the best teams. No, they're not. They never are. Bums in Penn State.
With that being said, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. A man accidentally bought 2 identical Powerball tickets, and they both hit, winning $1 million apiece.
How do you buy 2
identical? He meant to buy 1, and for some reason he bought 2, and they ended up both being $1 million winners. I can't even get a number.
So he picked the numbers.
Yeah, and accidentally bought 2.
And then he accidentally paid for it twice.
Yep. Because apparently in the state he lived in, he could use his credit card and you don't have to pay with cash.
Oh, so what we were talking about earlier.
Do you know the strangest thing I thought about you when I was at a dive bar in Portland, Oregon? The state of Oregon allows you to buy lotto tickets and play the little lotto games in bars. I'm like, that's a terrible idea.
That's the worst ideas ever.
People could get drunk and
Dude,
spend their
I
life
tell you this,
savings.
I always think Vegas, I always think McCarran is crazy to have a lot of gambling there. Like somebody's gonna gamble their ass off and forget their flights. You know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna be
you get on
there.
a heater and you just don't want to catch it.
You might be on a heater, you might not want to catch it, or you might.
That's the thing. If you're at the airport in Las Vegas and you get on a heater at like the slot machine or whatnot, do you stay and ride it out, or do you?
It depends on where you're
just buy a
going.
new ticket.
It depends on where you're going.
Because I mean, a new ticket might cost you like $200, $300, but if you get a heater of like $3,000, then I mean, it makes sense.
Hold on, Playboy. I'm gonna tell you why. Like if it's a flight to L.A., Seattle, Portland, Arizona,
Whatever.
Phoenix, you'll pay the difference. But now as of a flight back east, that's a little different because the time difference.
But you have to weigh the good, the bad. Now, if you're on a heater,
Right, but if you're on a heater, but what if you got to get back home? You might be on a heater, but you have an event to get back to. You have a priority.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like if I were a manager and a boss, and someone legitimately came to me and like, I'm late for work because I was at the casino all night gambling and I won, and they have receipts for that, I'd be like,
you gotta break me off.
all right, yeah, there you go. See, you break me off a little bit.
You
We're
gotta break
good.
me off. You gotta break me
You
off.
got blessings. I got blessings.
Sure, I'll let you. If you
We
break
can make
me off,
all this
I'll
go
let
away.
you, fam. I'll let you go and take as many weekends as you want, as long as you win and you hit me off for some money.
We can make all this go away. In fact, you can be late as much as you need to be, as long as you bring me a little bit of money. I don't
Give
care
me a
where you got it.
50% late fee. I'll give you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Even if you lost and you bring me $50, you're cool.
Nah, if you, I mean, yeah, if you lost, you can, you gotta give me something.
That's like your boss. I never want you to be late again. I'll give you $50 every time I'm late. That's cool. Whatever. Show up whenever you want.
But nah, that's messed up.
But I would definitely let my workers show up late if they had proof that they were on a heater and they didn't want to let it go.
That happened to me.
Oh, it did?
Mhm.
One time I got a text from you at like 4 or 5 a.m. Like, well, I see Leroy walking in the casino, and I was like, what the hell are they doing at 4 a.m.? And it was my phone that actually wasn't working right. You had actually like,
Oh yeah, I tasted that
like
a long
9,
time
8,
earlier.
9
Yeah, that was. I think that was the Janet concert.
I was like, what a night.
That was the Janet concert. I was like, wait a minute.
Not Leroy at the casino at 5 a.m.
I was working at Fox Sports Radio,
Okay.
and I went to the Hollywood Casino, and I got a bad beat. I won the bad beat. I was on the losing end of a bad beat, but that's great because you win half the jackpot.
Okay.
You know, they had a jackpot that was going on for a winning hand that loses to another major winning hand. So yeah, my what did I have? Oh, full house, aces over jacks, lost to a royal flush. And dude, that was a great Christmas because that was $7,000 in the pocket. But you know, they gotta watch everything. They gotta watch the video. They gotta make sure there was no cheating. Nobody was letting know anything. So that's like 2.5 hours, and I had to be in work in that 2 hours. So I had to call, but like, hey, I had to tell my guy Greg Bergenberg, who's working for ESPN LA right now, hey, I'm gonna be late for the Ben Maller show because I want some money at the casino, and they gotta make sure everything's legit.
Oh, okay.
And then the worst part is now I'm driving out. Now you remember,
I get nervous.
this is Inglewood, California.
Oh no.
Yeah. I had to make sure that nobody was following me. I took like so many crazy routes on the 405 to make sure like nobody was following me.
That was the good old days. The casino, it was Harris Casino in New Orleans. Now it's Caesars Casino. I was emceeing high-end events, and they would just straight pay me cash out the gate.
See, that's great.
Everyone would see them just whipping out $100 bills, and I was like, hey, can I get some security to walk me to the car or walk? And you know, you're in the middle of New Orleans. They're like, oh, you'll be all right. I was so nervous. I'm like 80-year-old men would be walking behind me. I'd be like, oh, here it goes, man.
I tell you, you know what? You're right about casinos. There are some, now when I think about it, LA's because the casino's not too far from LAX.
Oh, I thought I used to go to Agua Caliente. I thought that was the closest.
No,
in
the
Palm
one it's right
Springs.
because it's like right off Inglewood, like right off
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
where the Hollywood racetrack was.
Okay.
Right, it's right. It's not far from where the Forum is.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's not far from where the Forum is.
I just knew Agua Caliente.
But yeah, that can happen, man. You can win, and then all of a sudden, you know, things that your life has to either be put delayed,
yeah,
or you know, extended.
I've come to this conclusion that if I ever do get mugged and I have a decent amount of money on me, I'm fighting for it. I'm not giving it up. I made that decision. I made that life decision.
All right, well, good.
Coward dies a million deaths, but a soldier only dies once.
I think you have a break to reconsider that.
We'll be back after this. Sports Day, 560 WQAM, Dan Day, my cousin Vladimir Lewisson, on loan from Indiana University, Zach Horowitz. If you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, I am wearing a Dame Lillard Blazers jersey. Bought it a couple of years back. See, growing up in New Orleans, there was no Hornets or Pelicans when I was a kid, so I had to adopt a team. I adopted the Portland Trail Blazers because Clyde Drexler, and they were on that run. They couldn't beat Michael Jordan. Vlad talked about this earlier. Sometimes you can be the second best, and it's just not enough. But I adopted Portland Trail Blazers as my team, so I kind of grew up with an affinity of the Portland Trail Blazers. Then you get Dame time, and I love Damian Lillard. Bought the jersey, then he got traded, and I said, oh, man, but now I can wear my Damian Lillard jersey proudly because it fits, because he's back in Portland, which has me asking another question, Vlad and Zach. Do you think if I keep it long enough, my Justice Winslow Heat jersey will be able to be worn again with pride? And Zach's laughing.
Hopefully not.
He's still in the G League. You know that. So here's
Really?
yeah,
Damn.
he's still holding on, bro. We try. There was a time, so I got a Justice Winslow. Here's my other question now. Zach says, hopefully not. I will never be able to wear my Justice Winslow jersey with definitely with pride, but wear it again, and it makes sense for Miami Heat fans. But this is the other question. If I do bring it to Goodwill, does Goodwill have a use for it, or do they just use it as like a rag? I mean,
That's crazy.
I don't know if you could give a kid a Justice Winslow Heat jersey or a grown man that.
You know, you could give it to Salvation Army,
Would
and they'll give it to some third world country. They're not gonna know who Justice
So
Winslow
they'll have
is.
some kid in, I'm just making up a country, or somewhere in Southeast Asia wearing a Justice Winslow Heat jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe a grown man, because it was a man-sized jersey. Zach, would you like a Justice Winslow Heat jersey?
I'm all right. You can hold on to it until he comes back. Then maybe.
I wonder what the street value, when I say street value, online value of that would be negative $10. He's still in the G League, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing, man.
There's no way anybody would buy that on anywhere. You might have to throw it into a deal. Like if you sell a car for cheap and it's like a good deal on the car, but you also have to take Justice Winslow jersey.
eBay, $12.
Whoa! I think I should be a seller.
How much you got it for?
I mean, I bought it for like 30.
So you're losing $18.
Well, I'm not getting anything with it sitting in my drawer.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not even a good Heat jersey, too. I didn't know it was going to come out like the way it did because I bought it from Asia, which is where I buy all my jerseys.
You shouldn't be buying things from Asia.
I mean, the miracle is it took about 6 weeks to get here.
That's
it got here before he got
that's
traded.
express.
Well, maybe 8 weeks. But wouldn't that be hilarious if you got a Justice Winslow jersey and while it was still being mailed to you, he got traded and then of course he fell out the league. So yeah, wouldn't that be even more trippy? Let's say today I go to the Goodwill over here and I drop it off, and a week later I see a guy wearing a Justice Winslow Heat jersey. Some old Haitian dude. Like,
I gotta be an old Haitian dude
because it's in the neighborhood in Little Haiti. That's why I was saying
okay.
that. I'm not specifying. I'm just specifying who's in the neighborhood. I'd be like, hey, come back with my jersey. How much did you pay for that?
Jeez.
In a weird way, I want it back now. Now I can wear my Damian Lillard with pride.
Well, Dame you don't gotta worry about Dame. Dame's gonna finish his career in Portland.
Man, you called it. Bradley Beal is going to basically next season play for $100 million.
Dame's getting $70 million next year, and he's not even playing 1 second.
He's got $70 million to rehabilitate his Achilles.
Right.
Because Portland wants to do right by him. He owes that team, man. Hey, a lot of people say they owe him.
Dude,
I don't know. They did
you're
it right,
man. Cronin is coming up roses.
I mean,
like he traded the beloved figure of the organization and got him back when he's all broken, literally, and he could bring him back to nurse and nurse him
now they
back
got a
into
nice
health.
young core, and they got Drew Holiday.
Well, Drew's gone. Drew's being traded.
Oh, he's going to be traded.
Drew's being traded sometime.
They're going to get something good for him.
Right.
They traded off Anthony Simons.
Because they were smart. I think they didn't want to pay Anthony Simons the money because his contract, he was due for an extension, and they didn't want to give him the money. So they want to keep at least their nucleus young and cheap before they can actually start making some noise and spending some money. Because now you got to figure this: Dame at $14 million, when he does come back, he's gonna be. I think he's coming off the bench.
Probably, I don't know, man. I don't know. Dame time though. This past season, people forget that he was in the top 10 of the league in scoring and assists. And he's forgotten about in Milwaukee. Okay. But man, we're so good at letting things bake and letting things, you know what I'm saying? Letting things cook, Vlad. Remember when everybody was, and I was even kind of upset at Paul Maurice. We said, man, okay, Paul Maurice, now's your time. You have to show us something. Look what he's done ever since we quote unquote, called him out. Joe Cronin, we said, we don't like you, but let's see how good of a job you do. Now it's looking a little smarter. Look what we did with the whole Rudy Gobert trade. Might not be the worst trade ever. Everybody, oh, it's terrible. And Minnesota's doing pretty good. Luka, Anthony Davis, we'll see. Let it cook. Peter Bendix, instead of just chastising him, we said, okay, you know what? Give him some time. Look what happens. I don't always like to point out when we're right about things, but sometimes you have to point these things out.
I'm going to point it out. Because I'll point out when I'm wrong as well.
And I mean, and Luka and AD, you might say, oh, this is crazy. What if LeBron does go to Dallas? Nico Harrison, just like, wow, great trade.
All you need is one.
One good move.
One good hit. You're back in people's
One lucky
graces.
hit.
Not even one lucky hit. Hey, one hot, one bop, one win, one move. And same thing with the Finns. All they need is one good season.
One thing to go their way.
One thing to go their way.
That's it.
And everybody's back on.
Yep. And everybody says, oh, we love you. You're the best. Where are all the people that hated Paul Maurice that first season?
I don't even know if they exist anymore.
I don't even think they remember how much Paul Maurice was under scrutiny. This is a team that won the President's Trophy. They messed it all up. They're going to get blown out by the Boston Bruins in the playoffs. Those people never existed now. The people that were saying that are like, oh, I never said that. No.
The Panthers were paying Sergei Bobrovsky $10 million, and he was a below average goalie for his first 2 years down here.
Yes.
Full girl Bob.
I was at a event at Funky Buddha where I heard someone call him the $40 million bum, loud and proud. That person probably would deny saying that these days. But yes, Bobrovsky was not beloved by this community for a very long while. And people actually got mad at him when we asked, what seems to be the issue? He says, I'm still adjusting. We're like, you've been here for 2 years. He's like, it takes a while. Maybe a little time. Like Vlad always says, you got to bake. You got to let it bake. Got to let it bake, right?
Okay. I don't remember me ever saying you got to let it bake.
Something about getting baked or bake. I don't know. I might
wake and bake. I might say wake and bake. Yeah.
Something about baking.
It's always good to wake and bake, but I don't know about. All right. Let it cook.
Let it cook. Let it cook.
Let it cook.
We're going to cook one more segment. And
all
then
right.
We'll get it going. 560 WQAM. This is how you do it right now. It is a Saturday. We've got the Marlins getting ready at 4:10 to take on the Royals. Marlins most likely not going to be selling people off this trade deadline, which is going to be July 31st. WNBA All-Star game happening today. I was trying to hear the rap lines. Oh, we're weighing in earlier today. We're talking about who right now, currently, you can without a doubt say is an all-time great in the NFL. We got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. We went with Derrick Henry. And then Vlad said,
Yeah, I went with Saquon.
Josh Allen.
Saquon and Josh Allen.
I'm not a Saquon yet, and I'm not a Josh Allen yet. A lot of people do not like your Josh Allen.
I mean, that's just because you're a Miami Dolphin fan. But I mean, that would be like saying if somebody saw Marino's first 7 years and saying Marino was an all-time great, you know, how would you feel about that?
Okay, Paul Holland says Josh Allen isn't an all-time great yet. Neither is Barkley.
Yeah, they're all-time great.
I agree with Paul Holland.
They're all-time great.
Anthony A says Joe Flacco after he secures the starting job with the Browns over the rookies.
That's funny. He's an old-time great.
He is an old-time great. Joe Flacco is one of those guys. He's just like Ryan Tannehill. He's good enough to win out the starting spot, but not good enough to be the starting quarterback.
No, we're not doing that. Flacco got a Super Bowl ring. We're not doing that.
Okay, I'm just saying he's one of those guys that's good enough but not good enough.
No, Flacco is good. Flacco is not good enough at his old age.
In this day and age, yeah.
Yeah, he's old. He should be retired.
Tannehill did it his whole entire career. He ruined Marcus Mariota's career.
No,
he ruined our lives down here.
Flacco is a legit quarterback. He got the bag. He got the win.
He doesn't like his family very much.
That's the Vlad theory. That's not everybody's theory. You don't have to follow Vlad's theory. But Vlad's theory is if you're a 43-year-old man that rather get hit by younger, more athletically, physically dominating men, then you just don't like being at home with your family because there's just some hits. There are times that you watch a game and you could tell when a quarterback makes the decision, this is it, I'm retiring. Matt Hasselbeck made that decision, I think. It was did Matt back up Andrew Luck in Indy?
I think for a short while.
That was Matt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt thought, I'm living a life. I'm in Indy. I'm the backup quarterback, former quarterback. I'm just holding the clipboard. Man, everything's good. I'm
mentor.
I think, yeah, everything's great. Then Andrew gets hurt.
Uh-oh.
Then there's a game. He gets rocked. I'm talking about.
Sign up for this.
Dan, he gets hit. And you could tell when he gets up, he said, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't think I was going to retire and spend the last couple of years of my career getting hit like this. He retired after that season. Like he immediately retired after that season. You thinking backing up Andrew Luck, that's a bull. He going to play all 16, 17 games. I'm chilling. I might have to come in, maybe do a couple of snaps here and there, but I'm good. He got effed up, bro.
Remember,
they tore his ass from the frame, bro.
Omar Kelly said that he really thought Jay Cutler, when he came to the Dolphins, was going to
Come on, man. Everybody thinks a name. Oh, that man was doing color commentary.
Listen, Omar said he really thought Jay Cutler was going to be a great addition.
Color commentary he was doing.
And then Jay Cutler took one hit. But I'm gone. Packed it up.
Color commentary. Yes, color commentary. When you're calling games, you're not planning on getting hit. That's why I was shocked when Jason Witten went back after doing Monday Night Football. But no, the minute you're thinking about retirement, you're retired.
Yeah, I know. Think about it all the time.
Once you start thinking about retirement, you retire.
Have you watched The Quarterbacks 2 on Netflix?
No, I heard just Kirk Cousins bitching.
Well, the reason I bring it up is in the first one, he got lit up so much. He was always in pain. He was just, That's just brought it up. Zach, have you watched any of The Quarterbacks 2?
I saw the first one, not the recent season.
Okay, the first season was interesting because it actually showed Brittany Mahomes in a much better light than what she was being portrayed as. So I think that was positive for her. Kirk Cousins looked like his body was being torn apart the whole time. This one now has Joe Burrow. Kirk Cousins has made an appearance again. I didn't know he was that interesting, but apparently he is back for a second season.
Kurt knows what he's doing.
He's getting paid.
Kirk knows this is the next step for his career.
Him and Damian Lillard must have the same agent, man.
No, he knows his next step. He's going to be on Amazon replacing Fitzpatrick. He's going to be on Fox doing something. He's going to be on some television network doing pregame, halftime, and postgame. He knows what he's doing because he sees what's going on. Netflix is actually making Kirk Cousins into a star. Everybody loved Kirk Cousins in the last quarterbacks. Yeah, because they said they got the chance to see him and his family in a different way.
I thought he was just a dude.
But they got to see another side of him.
He's relatable. His wife dresses him.
Right. So it was like
a square.
Right. So it was like, yeah, and then you saw him trying to act cool, trying to be cool and all of that.
Do you let your girl dress you?
What?
Do you let your girl dress you?
Hell no.
Zach? No. I don't either. I just ask. Look at how I'm dressed. Do you think any woman would let a self-respecting man walk out of his house like this today? No. But some guys do. I was reading Ali Wong's book, comedian Ali Wong. She said that she used to dress her and her husband in matching outfits, basically to lay stake to him, to claim, show people that he's taken.
I hated that. My ex used to be like that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Like, I'm his husband. Like I'm his,
But isn't it weird when you see a couple
like that's my wife?
Wear
that's
the same
you're like,
outfits?
yeah, that's my husband. Like that's my boyfriend. That's
I
my
hate
type
the people
of girl.
that wear the shirts.
Like
I love
the
my
shirts
wife.
and
I
all
love
that.
my
Yeah,
husband,
and everybody's all color coordinated and everything. It's like, relax, man.
It's weird when I see a couple wearing the exact same outfit, basically.
But and you know whose idea is this, right?
It's usually the woman in the relationship.
Absolutely the woman's idea.
I don't know any guy that's like, let's go shopping.
No self-respecting man.
Yeah, let's get together.
Let's go get his and hers.
We can get his and hers matching outfits and go to brunch together. Oh, that sounds awesome. Let's do it Sunday morning too when football's on, so we can miss all the games. That'd be really fun.
Crazy.
If you're that guy that wears matching, you choose to wear, you want matching outfits, and you go eat brunch while NFL football games are on a Sunday, I got to talk to you, man.
I question your manhood.
And this is the thing. You do you. I still need to talk to you. I still need to just talk to you. And I'm all about breaking gender roles and all this other stuff, but that's weird, man. That's weird. I mean, I would be scared to even jokingly ask us all to wear matching shirts one day. Like, oh, let's all wear Heat shirts. No, that would be weird, man. You don't need to be telling other people what to wear. You know what I'm saying? You can make fun of what other people wear, which Lord knows I do. I see enough people all the time.
I mean, yeah, it's good. Like Dr. Toboggan said, it's good for the photo shoot and everything. But why do women feel like it's just dumb? I'm sorry, it's dumb.
It's weird.
It's just to us, it's dumb. Why wouldn't it be color coordinated with you?
That being said, I'm probably going to go home, going to Coral Gables. They'll have matching outfits waiting for me. So if you see me walking around Coral Gables, which I just now realized is different than the Grove. I thought I was going to the Grove today, Vlad. I was like, maybe it's up by Barracuda or something like that. Like, that's the Grove. That's not Coral Gables. I go, oh, so I have no idea where I'm going in Coral Gables. Do you know where Books and Books is in Coral Gables?
Do I look like I'm still reading Books and Books?
Oh, so if you see me wandering around Coral Gables, point me in some right direction.
I'll be in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, you're going to hip hop.
I'm going to old school backyard, to the backyard in Fort Lauderdale.
It's the backyard?
The backyard at Fort Lauderdale.
Is that right next to Revolution Live?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not all turned around there.
Yeah. You see me? Buy me a drink. I'll be the one
Please.
wearing the Freddy Krueger Chase Your Dream shirt. So if you see Vlad, say what up. Show love.
Man, the handshake. And
if you're a listener, I appreciate that.
And I'm gonna bet the over on you, Vlad.
What's that?
I'm just saying because this guy betting 30 unders, it's just not right.
Oh, that's funny.
Zach, does Augustin Ramirez get a hit today?
A hit. He ripped one yesterday. I'll just take Kyle Stowers. Why not?
He's hot.
The best hitter in baseball.
That's it right now. All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, Vlad, noon to 4. Set your alarm. You can watch it on YouTube, Twitch, Odyssey app, and right here, Sports Day 560 WQAM.
Later, fools.